It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. And Galvin was just almost murdered in the studio.
It was unbelievable. So I always turn my headphones all the way down.
Right.
And then you kind of get set over there on the board for whatever your volume is. And then I go up to what my normal volume is. And then I don't know whether you did or Carmen did.
I was making it louder as you were probably making it louder.
No, because I had it. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was the loudest thing that's ever happened in my ears ever. I can't go on the cruise now. I can't go on the cruise.
I'm not laughing at you. It's just it like it electrocuted you. It was loud. I know
would
it
rather
hurts.
be electrocuted.
Yeah, it hurts when you don't realize how loud it is.
Oh my God.
Hit the button over here before and turn it all the way up, and it feels like you've been shot in the head.
Yeah.
I've done that at Mike's house before too.
Yeah.
I've done it with
heart
the
is
chair.
Pumping so hard right now.
I
mean,
just
it's
happened to be looking at you when it
adrenaline
happened.
dump.
Yeah. Sorry. Good
Jesus
morning, everybody. Everybody's awake now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. That
Oh.
was a lot.
All right. That's it. That's all we had for you today. Have a good show. See you
It
guys
was
tomorrow.
me getting my ears murdered.
I think we should have taken off Wednesday, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I agree.
it would have been a good idea.
All right.
Carmen,
Hey.
why didn't you bring that up?
No, and I was
I
just
tried.
laying in bed this morning. I was like, I saw Joe come at the camera, and I was like, I said, I'm up, but I just don't feel like moving.
Yeah, Chad and I did the same thing. We were like, oh, how is it morning already?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I'm always early. I'm always on time for stuff. Like, I like to, I don't
Sure.
want to rush. I don't want to rush around or do any of that stuff. So we're doing a charter thing, whatever, from the station with some of the people from the station.
Yeah, I just found out about that yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because JoJo is like, I can go with Gio, or I can go on the bus from the station. I'm like, bus from the station?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
Well, they did it last year, too.
Yeah.
And, makes it easy that
It's
way.
great.
I don't have to pay for parking. Don't have to even worry about driving. I can just get on there and snooze if I
Right.
want to, whatever. What time would you leave from the station to get over there to Orlando and get in and checked in and everything and do all that stuff? What time would you say leave from the station?
8 or 9.
Okay.
I'd say 9 or 10.
I would say 9.
Yeah, they're leaving at 8. That seems a little bit early. I mean, it's not
Let's
crazy.
just allow yourself 3 hours.
Well, I do know, I'm not sure because I think they're taking 2. There is like a charter bus and there is a station bus going. There's 2. And one of them
Who is on the charter bus?
has to, well, so I guess somewhat a listener won a cruise and a ride
Oh.
at some event. No one knew, but they're at some point in time they have to pick up a winner and a
Yeah.
listener from Winter Haven.
What event? Winter Haven?
Yes. So it's a little out of the way, but like on the way type of thing. So I think they're just, you know what I mean? Like being a little extra cautious because they have to go do that pickup.
I think somebody screwed something up.
Well, also, I believe they have like all the equipment and stuff for the
Yeah.
cruise.
So they
which
have to get there early.
Takes time to check in as well.
I wonder if it was through Stingray Chevrolet if you won there.
Maybe.
Something.
Maybe,
Yeah. Corey
'Cause
just
that
said
would
that.
make sense with Winter
Or
Haven.
maybe online too. They were.
Yeah.
I think at one point it was online.
Yeah, Corey just said that there was a winner from some event, and he was like, "I don't know, I'll check my calendar," and then that's all I cared about. And I was like, "Okay, whatever."
Interesting.
But yeah, so they're picking up a winner. So I think really, like, that's kind of why they're going a little bit early.
So I think we're going to leave here at 9. That makes sense?
Yeah,
I have to check with you guys because my schedule is never right.
I'm just saying because I have to go over to St. Pete. And that,
Right.
if I have to be there at 8, means I'm driving in 7 o'clock, which is traffic, right?
Right.
I don't know how long.
Traffic's going to suck either way.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea how long it's going to take for me to get over
I
there.
mean,
gotta check.
it takes me an hour and 45 minutes to get to Disney World from here.
We're not going to Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not-
Yeah.
Say how Orlando
Say
works.
2 hours.
Right.
Say 2.5 hours.
Now add 3.
Now
to get-
add 3 with traffic. That's
Yeah.
what I was going to say.
You keep saying Disney. We're not going to Disney
Yeah,
World.
No,
we're
I
going
know.
way past that.
I know, but it's like measuring in Mike Calta's. You got to go to what you know first and then
Right.
add on top of it.
Go to Disney and then go like an hour and 15 minutes past that.
I measured in Mike Calta's for the first time yesterday. My wife bought a volleyball net for the pool. And I said, you have to make sure that it's long enough to go across the pool because our pool's kind of wide. And she said, oh, yeah, no, it opens up to 25 feet. And I go, okay, you're good. She goes, will that do it? I go, yeah, there's no way that pool is more than two Mike Calta's wide. There's no it's 12 feet across for sure. And she was like, all right. So I'm very accurate with my Mike Calta measuring.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say that we are also leaving at 8 from Wesley Chapel.
Wesley Chapel.
Yeah, she's going with
Ashley and Blake.
Actually,
And we're not taking 4. We're taking the
the back
turnpike
roads.
or whatever that is.
Yeah.
The other way.
I'm driving myself, and that's the way I'm going as well.
All right, then I'm going to go that way too.
Well,
Yes.
now it's going to be
Yeah.
packed. Everybody knows.
Damn it! We shouldn't have told everybody.
Well, Chad and I, we chaperoned Grad Bash last week, where you go to Universal and they lock down the park at night for high schools. And we went that way. And that was the first time I ever went to Orlando that way.
Yeah, I go that way a lot. It's nice.
In my mind, I was like, this does not make sense. Because I've never been that way. And I was like, how are we going to go up and then down? And it's the same as going across.
Because you go north on 75 first and then cut across.
Can I just tell you, I know because we went with Bobby one time. And Bobby goes, we were at Starbucks. First of all, he doesn't like the fact that I go through the drive-thru. He's like, it's so much quicker if you just get out. You order ahead, you get out. I don't like that.
No drive-through.
I have a process. I have a process. I like to drive through. I see my people inside. I go, so while I'm in the drive-through, he gets on Waze or whatever he gets on, and he's like, we're going to go 75. I go, no, you're going north to go east. And he's like, yeah, but it's quicker. There's traffic. He's getting all worked up. And I'm like, I'll just go this way and I'll meet you there. Oh,
Yeah.
he gets so fired up. Nothing's better than a fired up Bobby. Dude, just look. Oh, he gets so mad.
Hard to be friends with.
Sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, if you go I-4, for some reason that when you get to like that Champions Gate area,
it just clogged.
backed up for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah, there's
For
still,
no reason.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty miserable.
See, I think it's because tourists are going to the parks and each park has like a different exit.
Yeah, maybe.
And they just don't know. And then, of course, no one cares about anybody else. So they're all the way in the left lane, but they have to get off at this exit. So they just, you know what I mean? And it causes traffic.
So back in the day when I lived in New York, and I don't know how old I was, but my mom took us to Disney World for the first time. And while we were there, MGM, which is Hollywood Studios, Disney MGM, opened. It happened to be the week that we were there. So we went, and we were there on opening day. And then years later, when Universal opened, I was living here. I wasn't in radio yet. I didn't really know anybody. I don't even know if I knew Moose yet at the time. And I went to the opening of Universal by myself that day because I didn't know anybody. Both days were fantastic. The MGM day, I went through the park, and every radio station from around the country was set up around that center area, you know, where they do a lot of the Star Wars stuff now.
Yeah.
There's like a center area, and every radio station had tables set up out there. And, you know, you'd have Utah and Vermont and blah, blah, blah. And then I finally found my Z100 table from New York where I was living. I was very excited to meet those people. And they were there. Universal, and it was filled with celebrities. Celebrities were walking around the park and doing stuff, MGM celebrities. When Universal opened, the same thing. In the streets and in the radio station were radio stations broadcasting live from around the country, just placed out throughout the park. They had a table set up, and they were there. And then that day, there were crazy celebrities walking around. I met Steven Spielberg that day. Bill Cosby, Charlton Heston was there. I mean, they had some big time celebrities mostly walking around just enjoying the park. But the radio stations were all broadcasting live from around. I thought that was the coolest thing. And this is, before I'm in radio. Now they open up this this Universal Epic Park.
Oh, Epic Universe.
Epic Universe. And I was like so excited. I go, they're opening a new park. When they open up the new park, surely we're going to broadcast like the old school radio station. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
They-
John Brennan and Corey Cardinal got invited.
Yeah. You know who else isn't going to be there? Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he won't be there.
Not gonna make
Charlton
the cut.
Heston ain't going to make it
No.
either. Yeah.
They had the media preview the other day.
Right.
And it was all like social media influencers.
It's exactly what it was.
And it was like
Yeah.
Orlando bloggers, like here's Potter fan 22, and this
Right.
is Mouse Ears face, and
Right.
I'm sure the plus size park hoppers were there.
Sure, yeah.
It was. They had all like social media, like theme park vloggers.
It's interesting because that's a smart way to go because you don't have to buy advertising on those things. You could just invite them and they go.
And they're so thrilled that they're going to the park for free
Early.
that they're going to give nothing but
Glowing
amazing
reviews of it, yeah. But it kind of works out in most radio stations too. So what happens is like Universal, will buy advertising time on the radio station, run commercials, and then in that will be a broadcast live. We'll be out there, or Drew will be out there, or somebody will be out there broadcasting live. And they don't do that anymore. I don't know why they don't do that, because the blogger thing goes away after a week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't know.
It is pretty interesting. But
I can't wait for John to come on today and tell our audience all about it.
Or Corey Cardinal.
And Corey Cardinal.
Make it really interesting.
But the thing about it is like, even though it goes away, most like the views of it is all it needs
Sure.
to get people excited about it, to be like, oh, I want to go there. Oh, I want to book a trip. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not like it needs to be a commercial where you're constantly reminded.
A year from now, when I'm going to the park, I'll look it up on YouTube and I'll see all the footage from the media preview.
Yeah, but it's hard to, I mean, how many radio stations don't have social media and a social media presence on top of that? Well, believe me, I'm not
successful ones.
Yeah, sure they do. I mean, there's plenty of radio personalities out there with successful social media and radio stations, but I'm not even complaining about it. It's just commenting on how it's changed.
I am 100% complaining about it. And I have been complaining to Olivero about it for like 2 months.
Listen to me. I've found over the years that I used to get angry and upset back in the day, like when we didn't get to do something, because I like in concerts, like we don't have tickets for that concert, but I'm just gonna go buy my tickets. And now I don't have to say anything. I don't have to be nice to anybody. I don't have to kiss anybody's ass. I just bought my tickets.
I just know that once it opens to Gen Pop, it's going to be chaos. The park's going to hit capacity every day.
It's not open to the public now?
No.
It's only open for reviews.
Right now, it was cast people that work there and their friends and family. They could bring people. And then they had media preview as well.
I guarantee you we can go and buy tickets and go there for a media preview.
Yeah.
Like if I called them and said, hey, we want to go and check it out as a show, they'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like when Star Wars Land opened and I learned about it from Rush, Fisher, and Ann Kelly. There, and then they were all there.
That's what I'm amazed by, is whenever something happens that we don't know about.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did we not know this? Like bands in town or something, whatever. And I'm like, how are they there and we don't know?
Well, at least Rush will be able. Well, no, that ain't gonna work.
Oh, darn.
And Fisher, well, no, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And
Ann Kelly, she every time I see her, I ask her how was Galaxy's Edge. I still have not been, and it opened like 5 years ago.
Have you not been there?
No.
It's time to go.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's not as busy.
Now that the new park opens over here, everybody will go there.
Yeah.
Right. And Star Wars will open up.
Yeah, Star Wars will be old news, so I'll go check it out.
The Galaxy's Edge is worth going if you're a Star Wars fan, just to walk around there.
Yeah.
Just to look at it and see it. The best was before Galaxy's Edge was open and they started flooding the park with Star Wars characters. And they had the Jawas that would come up to you and they would want to
take stuff
from you and trade. That was so awesome. And they would not trade my son for anything. He would give you can give him $1 to a paperclip. They would not. They would just.
It's so expensive to go to Disney and I'd heard rumors that people were going and the lines were so long they weren't even able to get on the rides. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay, and then a chance I don't even get to do what I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they have the cantina there.
Yeah.
And we made lunch reservations in the cantina only to find out that they don't have food.
Yeah, so it's like,
we're just sitting around drinking non-alcoholic green
What
drinks.
do they have?
It's just a bar.
Oh.
I mean, they had like a light hors d'oeuvre, like a chip kind of thing, a chip and dip thing. But
snacks.
but
not a meal.
It still worked. Yeah, but we didn't know, so we booked the time to go there
Right.
for lunch, and there was no lunch. But it was worth going in. I mean, it looks fantastic. The band's playing, and it's a fun time.
Well, hopefully John Brennan sits at my table so I can find out all about Epic Universe.
Yeah,
it looks fantastic from the vloggers.
Yeah, at least John has kids.
Did he take his kids?
I would assume so.
I mean, I don't know that they might not have had a +1 or +5 or whatever.
Oh, you think John's gonna go by himself?
I think it was just John and Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
John went on the Disney cruise with Ann Kelly. And it was just Ann Kelly and John. Did you know about that?
Oh,
hey.
I was asked not to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Rumors.
I was not asked to not talk about it. I was just told after the fact that, John Brennan, because I guess they didn't have an engineer available because of all the events that were happening at the time.
Right.
So John went as the director / engineer.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
For Ann Kelly. I know, but he just
And
got to.
didn't take his kids?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
sorry, kids. I'm going on the Disney cruise.
He may have, but I just know that he did go for Ann Kelly's experience.
Interesting.
I would go with Ann Kelly. For
Yeah.
sure.
I don't.
That'd be great.
it would be too much sexual tension. The two of us.
I feel like the Disney vibes cancel it out somehow.
I think I had a dream about Carmen, not you, Carmen, but the old Carmen that I used to work with from the religious station.
I don't like it.
It's just settling in right now.
Was that the better Carmen of the two?
It was definitely one that I had a crush on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're going to talk about your dream, can you turn my headphones up super loud?
With pleasure. Joe, you all ready for the cruise?
I am all ready for the cruise, Michael.
Sugar Pants excited?
She is very excited. Yeah.
Did you give her the talk?
Yeah, I gave her the talk.
Are you taking the bus, the shuttle?
Yes.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm meeting Corey Cardinal at the station tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're on there too?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
We
Yeah.
can sleep like Beavis and Butthead and just put our heads together and fall
Yeah.
asleep.
JoJo is like, I'm just going to go on the shuttle. I'm like, you don't have to go on the shuttle.
So you want her to go on the shuttle? That's why you're bringing it up?
No, I told her I had a fight with her yesterday. I was like, you don't have to go on the shuttle. We'll figure it out. All we have to do is figure out how to get Bobby to the airport from the boat. That's it. That's the only interruption we have.
JoJo texted me last night, and she's going with me now.
That's
Shut
what
up.
No.
Fine, take her.
This is what happened.
When was this?
Like, I don't know, 8 o'clock?
All right, I'm counting her out now.
Yeah.
You said it.
She asked me how I was getting there, and I said I decided we're going to drive. And she said, I'll ride with you.
All right, that's it.
She said, don't tell Mike. He'll get upset.
Now, I do have a question because I meant to email Diane about this, but
I got all your answers.
But my arrival time is different than Blaine and Ashley's arrival time. And there was an email that said, show up only at your arrival time.
It asked you to honor your arrival time.
Right. Like otherwise, but it said you might be asked to wait out in harsh weather if you show up outside of your arrival time.
There is no harsh weather. There is the.
Listen, I'm just letting you know.
I know.
What
I'm telling
email
you, there's
said.
no harsh weather. You're going to be asked. There's a waiting area. If worst comes to worst, you'd have to sit in the waiting area.
Right.
I always show up whenever, and I've never had to do that.
That's what I said, but Ashley's a worry wart, so now she has me worrying, and you know what I mean. So it's just like I'm like, oh man.
I'm in a suite, so my arrival time is flexible.
Oh.
it
My
must
son-
be so nice.
My son is not. My son is in the room with no windows. I will leave him at the port. I will absolutely leave him at the port.
I believe that 100%.
I'll be like, you're good, right? Okay, see you inside.
Yeah, I only had to wait one time because it was super crowded.
Right. I figured it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we are riding with them in their car, so we'll just get their keys and wait in their car.
If they tell me to wait, I'll just go, okay, I'll wait by the pool on the ship.
Yeah.
And even then, I think I waited 10, 15 minutes for the line to go down and then just jumped in line.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't think it'd be a problem.
I am so worried about my extension cord not making it on that I bought two.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put one in one bag, one in the other. One of them's got to make it in.
Yeah, you can try. Like I said, they got me last time.
Put it in your prison purse.
No, I don't think it'll
Yeah.
fit.
And I
don't think
argued
it'll
with the
fit.
guy. I go, I bring this every time. I don't know what you're talking about. You must be new here.
Oh.
Is that what you
That
said?
usually helps.
Yeah.
That usually helps.
And then that's when he pulled the bucket out with 15 power strips and just threw it in there. He's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So when we left out of Tampa one time, it made my wife so mad. We're online, and there's a suite holders line that has nobody on it, and there's a regular line that had 10 people on it. So we were on the regular line. Then I looked over, and I walked over, and I went to this, and I went under the rope and walked over to the suite holders line. And the security guy goes, "Whoa, where are you going?" I go, "Over here," and he goes, "That's a suite holders line," and I go, "And I'm in a suite," and he goes, "Okay," and I go, "Is this your first day?" And he goes, "No, it's not," and I go, "Okay," and my wife's like, "Let it go." I go, "He's just being a dick. I'm not."
Yeah, I love people that try and flex their authority, and you're just like, this isn't a big deal that you're a security guy at the cruise thing, whatever. That's not being something.
Yeah, if you're a customs agent, it's a different story.
Yeah.
I was being a smart ass at the time, but I may have been in the parking lot drinking with Rough Shot Todd beforehand.
Yeah.
So I was feeling really good.
Do you think he has bad FOMO this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
He deserves it.
He's been sending me all kinds of horrible messages.
How is Dizzy's jerk off cousin coming and your jerk off cousin's not?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I told him, dude, you had a year to figure this out. I don't know.
Yeah. What was the problem? Why couldn't I thought
Because he was going.
He was going, and then his wife was
Because
going
it
to.
turns out he's married and has kids.
And then his wife was going to go, and then she didn't want to go, and then they couldn't find somebody with a kid, and he was going to find somebody else to go with, and then he's like, I'm out.
He will be missed.
Yeah.
He will be greatly missed.
I would love to find out how Dizzy's cousin's going. Like, how did that turnabout come around? Because it was like they had a big falling out.
Yeah,
that guy
talk
was
forever,
and that guy was mad at everyone.
He got hot tubs with dudes.
I don't even know. I met the guy, and I think he was mad at all of us.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Todd was like, had a great time. I regret nothing. Talk about it in the air. I don't care. I think I can't wait.
Todd's a cruise passenger.
Yeah, but the other guy was like pissed off, and how dare you bring it up? And I don't think him and Dizzy didn't talk.
And him and Ian almost got into it.
and now he's going on this cruise.
I guess.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but it should make for an interesting time.
Watch your back.
I hope he's on the bus.
They're picking him up in Winter Haven.
Yeah.
I invited my wife last night. Finally.
On the cruise?
Like-
Yeah.
You're a
Oh,
jerk.
is she coming?
No.
Oh.
She again denied.
I thought you threw it out like, you don't really want to go, do you?
Yeah, that's how we started it. And then so she was like, yeah, no, I don't. And then she planned a child's party to
Right.
happen over the weekend. Now she's
Then
like,
I knew it was
oh, I
safe.
really want you to go.
then
you
I
should
knew it was
go."
safe to invite her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe.
No, but can I tell you something? For some reason, these like past week or so, I've been totally wife whipped. So I like kind of like last night. I was like, maybe you should go. I don't know where that was coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you actually love your wife
I
just a
know.
little bit.
I don't like to
Crazy.
admit it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I love my wife a lot. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know that I have the same amount of fun when she's there and when she's not there.
I wouldn't want to go on the cruise without Chad. I would, obviously,
Do
but
you
I
know
wouldn't want to.
my son, when I asked my son if he wanted to go, first thing he asked me was if he could bring his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
And I said no. And then I said to him later on, I was joking, and I go, so what's up if you meet some girls on this cruise? And he was like, no. And I went, oh, apple fall far from the tree.
Oh my
No.
God.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
monogamy is so.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but I mean, he's 18, you know what I mean? And they're just dating. But
Yeah.
he was dead set. I mean, I was joking with him, but he was like, he is a good kid.
Where the hose at? Let's go.
Yeah.
He's not looking for the hose.
Wow.
I know. I was very surprised.
Yeah, but then when the hose come looking for you, things change.
I don't know. I really don't know how that works out. We'll
Yeah.
see. So
I remember being 19, 18, whatever it is. Good times.
18. Like, can you imagine being 18 and having the whole world still ahead of you?
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I'm looking at I'm rounding third, and this kid's still stretching for first.
I think back around 18, though, I was an idiot. I'm doing dumb stuff. Just,
That's how I feel about it.
About when you were 18?
Well, just like younger, like I'm actually enjoying maturing and getting older.
Me too.
Like when I look back on my 20s, I was like, I had fun, but thank God I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean?
I didn't do anything like that, but my problem when I was 18 is I didn't have anything, so I had wasted time because I didn't have any money, I couldn't do anything, and I didn't know where I was going. It was confusing time as it is for most 18-year-olds, but I am enjoying the hell out of life now. Like I think how funny to me, my brother's gonna be a grandfather soon.
I saw that.
Crazy as
Yeah.
that, grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa John.
What did he want to be called? I don't remember. It was damn, I don't remember. But yeah, Grandpa John. That's gonna be nuts, man. Although it would be nice to have finally a new little baby in this family.
Are you excited about that?
Yes. Oh, that baby's probably gonna be a giant. Not gonna be nothing little about
Is
it.
it soon? I saw like a party or something recently.
I think September. Yeah, they had a what do they call it?
Reveal?
No, a
Baby shower?
Baby shower. Yeah,
Right.
last weekend.
Is that what the present's for out there?
That's Gio's birthday present.
Thank you.
Yeah, by the way, did you get that yesterday?
Yeah, it was great.
So, do you know what that is? That is the Christmas present that Pete got.
It's just out in the
You
rain.
just a re-gift?
No. He got me a Christmas present, and inside the box are other boxes. That's why it's not in any danger of being ruined or anything. And I don't have anything to do with it right now, like any place to put it. So I just left it on that table, and then I got rid of the table. And now it's just sitting by the door because I keep forgetting to bring it.
It was
in.
just out in the rain yesterday.
Yeah. It's protected.
Right.
Yeah. Pappy. That's what my brother wants.
Pappy?
To be called. Pappy. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Pappy and Pap.
Oh,
Oh.
don't get them confused.
I'm okay with that.
Grandparent infringement.
Yep.
Did you give Gio his present though yesterday?
I did not. He left. I went inside to get it, and he was walking out. You were walking down the driveway, like sad Hulk music was playing.
Yeah, I do that every day.
I'll give it to you today. Yeah, no, but I went inside. I'm like, I'm gonna go get it, and then I looked outside, and you were like,
It's okay. Just save it. At this point, just save it for the holiday.
year.
No, I already ordered the holiday one to be ahead of time. To be ahead of this one. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean,
No
You have a
way.
lot of stuff to do before you go on the cruise. You
Yeah.
have to give Gio his present.
Got it.
You have to get the store to have 5X T-shirts on it.
the what? Oh yeah. Well, that we snagged a little bit of a problem yesterday. That's why it wasn't done. I talked to Elliot, and we got to fix it after the show today. Yeah, not Elliot the raccoon. Elliot the t-shirt guy. Yeah, he for some reason he can't get into the computer to move things around, and he was having access problems yesterday. He texted me later in the day.
The files are inside.
Inside. I watched the new Mission Impossible trailer 10 times already.
It looks great.
It looks awesome.
And this is it, too. I was reading an article of Tom Cruise. He was saying this is him saying goodbye to the franchise.
Because he dies in this one.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking,
So
too.
there's an AI program that's underwater. And they have to go get to it. It's in a submarine, I think, that was sunken submarine somewhere, a Russian sub, and they have to go get to the bottom. That was the first part of the movie before it ended.
Yeah, I got to watch the last one over to kind of
You
catch
remember
up.
they find the keys in the ice in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the thing, yeah.
So they're gonna have to go down there. He's got to die, and I think one of the team members turns against him.
I'm pretty sure it's next month is when it's coming out. So that's like
Yeah,
the first,
May 11th.
That's the first like summer movie kind of kickoff type thing.
I will if that's like a Friday. I'll go after the show if anybody wants.
Oh,
to see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
That'd
then
be
you got
good.
Superman coming out as well, which I think is gonna stink.
Yeah, I'm
The
still
only
gonna see
thing
it.
that it has, I'll definitely see it. The
I'm
only
saying
thing that
opening weekend, I'm gonna see it.
James Gunn is the only thing that it has going for it.
Yeah,
Because he hasn't made anything that you go, he does it right.
I mean they're definitely this one definitely looks different than all the other Supermen.
I know, but
Supermans.
Superman
What?
doesn't it look kind of babyish though?
Yeah, but I remember I don't like the guy that's playing Superman just based on the trailer.
Yeah,
But
he
then
doesn't look like Superman. He looks like a boy.
But then when I remember back when I first saw Henry Cavill in the trailers, I felt the same way, and then he ended up being awesome.
I thought Henry Cavill was good. I
Yeah.
thought he looked like it. Nobody knew he was a short English guy, or whatever he is.
In my mind, though, right now, Henry Cavill is Superman.
Yeah.
So until I go see a new movie, that's going to be stuck in my head.
Henry Cavill was a good Clark Kent. He was a good Superman. He was
Yeah.
good in the Justice League. I don't know.
Is he short?
Yeah.
They do a good job because I did not know he was short. I want to see how tall he is.
In the movie he did Fallout with Mission Impossible, they shoot him from the bottom every time so that he looks so much bigger than Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says he's 6'1".
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
Tom
think he was
Cruise is
short.
under 6 foot.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise is like 5'9" maybe or something.
yeah.
I had heard that he was short, and that's why they had to shoot him up.
No,
Maybe they would shoot him up just to make him look even bigger.
Yeah, made more statuesque type thing, whatever. But yeah, he's. It says he's 6'1". I didn't think he was that short.
Interesting.
The new
Tom-
Superman looks scrawny.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah.
Tom
So-
Cruise is 5'7",
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
How tall was Spanish?
5'5",
Oh, really?
right?
Yeah,
Well,
he
he
claimed
said
5'6".
5'6", but
I'm
Carmen-
5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
there's
and
no
I was
way.
taller than
So
him.
Tom Cruise is Spanish size.
Probably.
What are
Yes.
you, Joe?
I am 5'6".
So
No, you're not.
you're basically Tom
All right.
Cruise.
What
Was
is-
at
what
one
is
point,
Joe?
I might be 5'5" by now.
He shrunk his bones.
Yeah,
I was
his
gonna say-
that's
osteoporosis.
what happens.
Again, I am 5'6", and I am taller than Joe. So I don't.
Well, not by much, Carmen.
Yeah.
Not
5'5". Oof. That's
So
gonna
I'm
be tough.
almost a foot taller than you.
Yeah.
She was like 5'5". Oof.
All right.
All right, it is Wednesday, a special Wednesday on this show because we're not here tomorrow. We have Cody Tucker is going to join us at 8:30 this morning. But first, Galvin will have a brand new open letter at 8 o'clock. We got a bunch of stuff to give away. Carmen will tell us what that stuff is when we come back, and we'll play Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. We've got stuff to give away. Carmen, what is that stuff?
We do. So we have tickets for Baby Metal.
Mm-hmm.
We have tickets for Colin Quinn.
Okay.
We have tickets for Back to the Future musical.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Chris Brown.
Gotcha.
Kesha.
Okay.
Thomas Rhett.
Yes.
Coheed and Cambria.
One of those has a tour called The Tits Out. I think it's Thomas Rhett.
No.
nice.
No?
No.
All right. Well, we'll give those stuff away. Give. How you doing? Give me an opportunity to win that stuff right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today, we are going to be playing Missing Words #1 singles from the 70s.
Ooh.
So I'm going to give you a song title. You're going to give me the missing word, okay?
You were born in the 70s?
What?
Were you born in the 70s?
No.
What year were you born?
80.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
These songs are very well known.
Okay.
I knew most of them.
Oh,
If that tells you anything.
she's
right.
dumb.
I'm
Just kidding. I'm
younger.
Just kidding. Oh, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Jerk. All right, your first one. Bridge over
Trouble.
water.
Trouble.
Geo. The and Winding Road.
Long.
Galvin. Me and McGee.
Bobby.
Galvin. Sugar.
Sugar.
Brown.
Brown.
Damn it.
Mike.
Sugar.
Sugar, sugar.
You've got a
Problem.
James
Friend.
Taylor. Mike. Pie.
American.
Mike. Heart of
Glass.
I don't think any of you guys said it. Neil Young. Heart of Gold
Ah.
is what I was looking for. Crocodile.
Tears.
Rock.
Rock.
Rock. Geo. Of the World.
We. Nope.
Top.
Top. The Carpenters. Yes. Mike Calta. Bad Brown.
Leroy.
Mike. Band on the
Run.
Mike. Kung Fu.
Panda.
Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu Panda.
Great movie.
Damn it.
Pap.
That was Point Michael.
No, there's no way it was.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
All right. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You started talking and doing all that stuff, and then the old man forgets what's happening. Carmen doesn't know.
I'll be honest. I didn't even hear your answer.
I heard me first, so it's crazy. It's crazy.
Do you ever think maybe you
Do
didn't hear
ever
me
think
because
that
you were
sometimes I
at?
do get it right, though?
No.
I know that you think that never.
Not never,
Yeah,
but
okay.
very rare.
Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. It's
You
so
are
dumb.
such a goddamn baby.
Yeah, I
You are
know.
such a
I
baby.
know. I'm the biggest baby in the world.
You are.
Yeah.
Nobody else acts like this.
Okay. But
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
But it happens to all of us.
I get screwed all the time.
Yeah, he never complains.
Yeah,
This guy
not like
never
you.
com-
You throw things and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, I know. That's good.
Pap. We are halfway there.
Oh,
Joe.
all right. Gio has 2 points on the board. Galvin also with 2 points. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
All right, we are doing Missing Words from #1 singles from the 70s. Your next one, Love Will Us Together.
Keep.
Mike. Rhinestone.
Cowboy.
Galvin. 50 Ways to
Leave.
Die.
Leave. Galvin. 1963. The
September.
Four Seasons. No, what'd you say?
September.
October.
No.
I don't know.
November.
December.
December.
No point.
No point. That funky music. Mike. You make me feel like
Dancing.
Mike. Dancing.
Queen.
Yeah. Geo. Yes, you are. California.
Girls.
Eagles.
Hotel.
Mike. Staying.
Alive.
Galvin. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Gio has 3 points on the board. Galvin with 5. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 11.
All right. Missing Words, #1 singles from the 70s. Last 3. Here we go. With a little
Help.
wings.
Love.
Baby.
With a little baby.
It's not love?
No.
With a
Luck.
little luck.
Oh, all these years I thought it was love.
Nope. MacArthur.
Park.
Geo. And your last one. Sharona.
Mine.
Galvin.
Your final score, Gio with 4 points on the board, Galvin with 6, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
All right.
Oh, Michael. You win the Husband. It's good job. You beat us by more than double.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Michael, you win Sporkle. Joe is a bad judge. Make everybody lose.
I didn't say it.
Also good.
Okay.
Good morning. Who is this?
Colin. How's it going, Mike?
What is your name, sir?
Colin?
Alan. How are you, Alan?
I think he's saying
It's Colin, Mike.
Colin. Sorry, it's you're on speaker. I think whatever. It's hard to hear.
Locke and it's Colin.
Sir, how are you? That's all I was going to say. Please
Pretty
hold on.
good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with your choice of tickets. Okay, Melon?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, pal. Thank you, Carmen. That is line 1.
Got it.
I went to the top. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today: Chinese takeout, resume ready, and hot diggity dog.
Ooh. I saw the most racist thing that I've ever seen. Like, you want to talk about things that won't
Was it in
fly
Joe's house?
today?
Yeah.
No. It was worse than that.
No,
It was Frank Sinatra
I already believe you.
on stage
Yeah.
in Japan
Oh no. Yeah, I think I know this.
singing "Luck Be a Lady" tonight.
Oh.
Ruck be a lady
No.
tonight. Oh yeah.
Right to him.
Do
Yeah,
we know it's not AI?
No. It's I've read about it before, but I saw the video.
All right.
If you're just joining the show, what Galvin and Gio are doing in my victory celebration is an imitation of a drunk Mr. Miyagi. They're not making fun of Asian people.
No make fun.
Kind of.
No make fun of Asian
No.
people. No.
Love you long time.
But what Frank Sinatra did is he sang "Ruck Be a Rady" tonight while he was in Japan.
Really?
Whew. Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to believe anymore. I saw a video yesterday and JD Vance was dumping Cheetos on
No, that was real. That was real. I saw that
So,
too.
I don't know what's wrong anymore. And then he was an action figure and walked off the page.
I saw that. My wife sent me that one. She loved it. She loves those JD Vance memes.
Yeah.
And I want to find the Rugby radio one. Stand by. No.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Okay. I don't know. This is at the.
Was Sinatra known to be racist?
No,
Was
but I
that
think
like a
this was
thing?
funny back then.
Right.
I don't think this was racist. I mean, especially making fun of Asians was not like, like you're just making fun of the way they talk. You're not
Right.
really making fun of them. So
You used to be able to make fun of people.
yeah, but I mean that's just kind of rude, you know.
Yeah, but but there
Out
was
of context.
there was no law. There was nothing.
No
There was,
repercussions at all.
Yeah.
Just open season, fair game.
I don't know. I can't. I'll see if I can find it during the break, but it's pretty rough. All right, Galvin Nation News. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll dive right into that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
So Fabulous Thunderbirds are going to be out there before us. So basically opening
For us.
Basically,
Yeah.
Tough enough.
What's really weird is that the Fabulous Thunderbirds. So remember when Colin Hay from Men at Work came to the studio and played with us? We did a song with him. We did Overkill, the old Men at Work song. And Colin Hay came in the studio. We did an interview, and then we busted out our instruments. He played guitar. I played bass. Galvin played guitar. John Brennan played guitar. And we played Overkill together. And Dan Conley shot it like a music video. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I mean, it's such an easy song to play, but I was so nervous. I mean, you're playing the guy's song to the guy, you know? And we did it. And then after that, I thought that would be a good thing for us. We will play a song. Like a lot of bands will have people come in and perform. We will perform with the band.
Right.
Colin Hay came in, did the song with us, huge success. The next band coming to town was the Fabulous Thunderbirds, and they were coming to Ribfest in Vinoy Park, an Eagle show, our sister station show. At the time, it might have been a Bone show because we played music.
Yeah.
It might have been a Bone show. The lady from the Fabulous Thunderbirds was so hard to deal with that I swore I'd never do anything with them ever. I was like, I don't
really?
care if they become the biggest band in the world or if they are at my doorstep needing bread. They were like, she was like, we can, we'll do a phoner. I'm like, no, we don't understand. We don't want to do a phoner. We want at least to have the singer come here and do a song with us and do an interview in the studio. And she's like, well, we aren't going to do that. I go, we're 10 minutes away from the venue. You can come on the way to the venue. And they were so difficult to deal with. I mean, some people just say no, and that's fine. But and some people's schedule can't get it done. I get it, but this lady was so bitchy that I will never do anything with her.
And that's the thing I found from working with bands, that 99.9% of the time it is not the band. It's always the manager, the stage manager, or this person. They want to flex and show their power because you wind up talking to the band. And the band's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely,
we totally would have done that."
Yeah. It's all the time. It's hilarious.
And the number one band for that for me is ZZ Top. I'm not a huge ZZ Top fan, but I would go see them. I appreciate what they've done. But I have heard such horrible things about their tour manager, and that they make you look down. They don't want to don't look the guy in the face, kind of thing. I'm like, there's no way. Who are you dealing with here? I mean, I met the president, and it wasn't like that.
By the way, I heard an interesting thing about ZZ Top. One of those, things. It's kind of a Cody Tucker type thing. Do you know that ZZ Top, the bass player, died? So now they have the other guy in there playing. Do you know where they got that guy from?
I thought he was a tech.
He was.
Yeah.
He was Slash's guitar tech for like years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I guess he plays bass, whatever. And then he was doing something with those guys. And then, the Dusty or whatever died. And then now he's the bass player there. How crazy is that?
That's it.
Like,
now you're in ZZ Top.
Well, Tommy Thayer used to be a guitar tech,
Oh, really?
Yeah, with Kiss and stuff. I mean, he played in that band Black and Blue. But I think he was a guitar tech for a while and stuff. Those guys, if you're around,
around and the opportunity comes up, be ready to roll. Be ready to step right into it.
That's wild, though.
Hawk Harrison used to do afternoons here, Hawk and Marty, when I first started, and I was an intern at the Power Pig. And Hawk was from South Carolina, I think, and we were talking one day, and he said, always be ready. He said, they'll come to you one day, and they'll ask you to do a job that you don't know how to do, and always say yes. He said, I worked at a TV station as an intern. And they were like, can you edit this? Can you do it tomorrow? And he said, yep.
That's
and
it.
They walked away, and I panicked because I had no idea, but I learned how to do it. And he was like, always be ready to go.
Yeah, I had a GM that gave me the same advice. He said, make yourself invaluable.
Yeah,
So whenever they look and they go, well, Galvin would be able to do that. That's for
Do you know
sure.
how I tell my son, one of the most important lessons I've ever learned is from Vince McMahon, of all people. Shane McMahon, who is his son, he said, 1 year Shane went out with the crew to set up the ring. 1 year he went out and did merchandising. 1 year he went out and did wrestling. 1 year he did at scouting venues. And he made him learn every aspect of the business so that when it came time to take over for him, he knew how to do everything. And that's what is the most important thing. I can do stuff in radio, from promotions to sales to I know how to do a little bit of everything because I worked in all those departments. I tell my son works for a pizza place, and I said, what do you do when you're not delivering pizzas? You just sit around? He goes, oh no. He goes, I'm making dressings, I'm doing dishes, I go, oh, okay, good, that's good. I go, learn how to do everything.
Yeah,
so even if you never work in a pizza place again, just learning how to do all that stuff and having that knowledge.
Hawk Harrison retired, doesn't
Hawk Harrison is with Tom Steele, and no, they are not retired. They are the number one morning show in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay. So I wonder, because I was going to say, what a missed opportunity if he wasn't in radio at the time. I wonder what they did with Hawk Tua Girl, whether he did.
Maybe.
My middle name is Tua Harrison.
Maybe. Yeah. Hawk is his last name was Hawkins, so he was Hawk. That made sense, But then poor Tom Steele got stuck with one of those radio names, Steele.
Yeah. Well, did he pick that, or did they consultant say, hey?
I don't know. I don't remember who it was. It was Tim Dukes and Tom Steele. And for those people who don't know, Tim and Tom were probably the best, and they were definitely one of the best duos I've ever heard in radio. And they did afternoons at the Power Pig. They were phenomenal. And they split up. Tim's father died, I think, and Tim went away. Now Tim has been with iHeart for years. He was in San Diego programming stations, and Tom is with Hawk. But for years, Tom became the music director and did nights at the Power Pig. And he did the Tom Steele Show featuring Pap Pap.
Right. Yeah.
Pap Pap was Virgil Horowitz, his producer.
Look at you now, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom. I miss Virgil.
I was riding my motorbike over here, Tom, like that.
That was old school Pap Pap for those of you.
And I was dispensing very terrible advice.
Yes.
So Tom would give the real advice.
I think we have a show like that on the bone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I have a couple of things to show you how old I am. You want to know how old I am?
How old?
How old are you?
Yesterday, I finally got my ears waxed.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl that I was talking to that was doing the waxing said to me, "Don't you do a podcast?" And for the first time, I wasn't offended because podcasts are actually good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was if I would have been like, I am a radio professional. I do not do a podcast. But when she said it, I was like, in her eyes, that's the better thing.
If you said you're a radio professional, she'd probably say you should do a podcast.
Yeah. And then this is the other thing of how old I am. She had a baby, and I said, "How old is the baby now?" And she goes, "Just turned 1." And I go, "Oh, this is how old I am." I go, "Hey, before you know it, they'll be 18." They grow up so fast. They grow up so fast.
I say that all the time, and it's so cliche.
But I feel like people warned me, and I didn't listen to them.
Yeah,
and I feel like now it's my job to warn other people.
There's a buddy of mine, and he's got 3 young kids, and I'm constantly telling him that.
But do you feel like, Gio, like I don't think that I could have spent more time with my kids. Like I maximized the time with my children. I didn't miss any baseball. I didn't miss any practices. I didn't miss any school plays. didn't miss any daddy donuts day. I had plenty of daddy daughter days. I mean, like I don't think I missed any time.
Yeah,
No.
but luckily you have a job.
Yes, I'm very lucky.
That has like you have a very big
Flexible
gap.
schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of time during the day and stuff like that. So even if you were working afternoons, you could be there in the mornings. When you're working mornings, you could be there at night.
I was able to drive Joey to school every day when we did afternoons, and I pick up Juliana from school every day now.
Right.
Every day I go pick that kid up from school.
But a lot of people do not have that flexible schedule.
Yeah, no, I'm extremely lucky.
It's weird because like my dad worked a regular 9 to 5, but he was at everything. He was at all of our stuff and 4 boys.
Yeah.
So we were all
by the time
sports
you
and doing
came around, he shouldn't even want to do your stuff anymore.
But all at the same time, and he would go watch like half of this and then half of this one, and go over here and do that.
That's a good father.
I mean, both my parents would, but my dad working regular hours. Yeah.
The only time I miss things is when I'm working, and that drives me nuts.
I know, but I mean, like that's the thing. You can't control that, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. I remember when we first started at the Bone, and Joey was a baby. I'd have to do appearances as well as doing other stuff. I needed the money, and it was a new job, so I'd have to do a lot of that stuff. And I was driving back and forth from Wesley Chapel. It was a pain in the ass.
When my son was first born, I was working nights on the radio, so I was with him all day long when he was like a little baby.
Yeah.
Until he was about 4 or 5 years old. So I look back at that time now, and I'm thankful I had that. It was just me and him just chilling every day playing video games.
Joey went to a Montessori school when he was little, and they were like very relaxed about the way they do things, and they mixed the grades and all that. And when we were doing afternoons, sometimes I would just not want to take him to school, and I would just hang out with them, and I'd bring him there like 1 o'clock, and they're like, "Sure, this is not a daycare. You can't just bring him here at 1 o'clock."
Yeah, even when my son got into preschool, I'd go pick him up early and stuff. Let's get out of here, man.
I don't know. I just was thinking about this stuff yesterday as I realized I'm definitely getting older. But my Carmen, my ears are so beautiful.
Oh yeah, can you hear better?
I don't hear spiders in my ears anymore. I don't hear the wind whistling.
The wisps.
Yes.
I don't know what they charge or what they do there or how painful that is or anything, but if you want to remove the hair from your ear, just crank your headphones up real loud. It'll burn out.
Blast it out.
Electrocute them right off your ear.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I'm bald now.
Oh, I am so ready to get in that get after the show and get packing, get all my stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
Same. I have a bunch of laundry to do.
Me too. I have laundry to do, and I'm trying to pack with the most sense. Like saying, I'm hearing Galvin going, "You're just going to wear a shirt with no sleeves anyway. You're just going to wear a shirt with no sleeves anyway." So I might as well just pack 5 of those, a couple of pairs of shorts, and be ready to go.
Yeah, like one outfit for the nighttime.
Well, not one per night.
You're not going out every night.
Of course I am.
Come on.
Okay.
And what do you guys think? I'm going to bed after dinner?
I mean, you're going to go to the casino, but you're not going to go out.
Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, I have not looked forward to this cruise. There have been years we've gone on this cruise where I'm like, man, I can't wait till we get this over with. I am looking forward to this cruise more than you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but also it's not like you're, wearing a different suit each night instead
No,
of everything?
I will wear jeans and a different shirt.
You could literally pack one pair of jeans.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I got plenty of room in my suitcase.
Like we talked about, they don't even really do formal nights anymore. That's
Right.
not like a thing.
I am bringing one jacket, and I'll probably wear a t-shirt and jeans with it. Like I'll be very casual.
I don't worry about dressing up, but I do feel like I still have to wear like I don't know, maybe a collared shirt.
Yeah,
just to dinner.
that's dress
You know
up
what I mean?
night.
Yeah.
Dress up night. So is Moose going?
I don't know.
I can't remember what he said. I have my number one bilateral friends that are going with Pete and Bobby.
Mhm.
I have my son going. I have all of my friends from work going. I think this is going to be the best trip ever. I'm very excited about this. Pap's going.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I won't see him much, but he'll be there.
He's got his girlfriend and you know,
I'm gonna be on lockdown.
him
Sorry,
sugar
guys.
pants.
Can I tell you what I am going to do,
Yeah.
Joe? I am going to play craps with you guys.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's one
That
thing that
sounds
I
fun.
do like to do
Mm-hmm.
with you, and I don't like craps,
Okay.
but with you guys, it's just a lot of fun.
We should go during the day and do the, where they teach you how to do it.
But you don't know how to play?
No, I do.
I know how
just-
to play.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Dom will teach you.
I don't.
you don't know how to
All
play? Just follow along with everybody else.
Right. But so last time when we did our trip to Vegas, like the show trip, Chad and I actually did that. We were at a casino and there was like a $25 hand table that was just, no one was playing because it was like, you know,
Right.
11 o'clock, whatever. And then we were sitting there and the guy was like, you guys want to play? And we're like, not this much. And they literally did like a tutorial, like step by step. They just let us play for, $1, nothing major. And the dealer helped us the whole time.
Yeah.
Still don't understand it.
Yeah,
Still have no
but Carmen,
idea.
when you play with a bunch of people and they go, all right, bet $6 here or $12
Yeah, you just
here.
do what they do.
Right, you just do what they do, and then they tell you, okay, now you're waiting for a 6 or an 8, and every time it comes out, you're going to get money, and if the 7 comes out, you crapped out.
And also, Carmen, you can Google easiest way to play craps, and you can just bet on like the pass line and
Yeah.
bet,
Right.
just a certain thing each time, and it's really easy that way.
I've been doing this with roulette. And there's
Oh.
like little things to do with roulette.
Oh
and,
yeah, I
like,
know the 1
yeah,
through 12, the 36, the this and that, whatever, and the odd and even.
the long jump,
Then
the
you hedge the whole
corners.
thing?
the
basically?
snake, the
Yeah.
snake thing, whatever. Yeah, but it's a grind. I've done some of those before with the roulette. With roulette, it's a bit of a grind. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, you do that and you win, whatever 20 here and you win 20 there, and it's like, all right, I'm more for the go and win big.
Yeah.
See, I just like roulette because you don't have to pay attention and you don't have to know what you're doing.
And it
is-
takes forever to lose money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like because you're just doing dollars at a time, you know what I mean? So my $100 stretches out for 3 nights.
Carmen, 3-card poker is something that you can definitely stretch your money, and you can hit big every once in a while, but it's also you don't really have to know what you're doing. The
No,
dealer
and
will
it's so
tell
much
you.
fun. Yeah.
It's so much fun, and you'll learn as you're going. It's not that difficult. Do you have any idea about poker hands?
Yes.
Okay, so a straight and a flush and 3 of a kind and that type of stuff. That's all in there, but you really don't have to know. You turn your cards. I mean,
look at 'em.
all you have to know is you look at your cards, and if you have a queen 10 or better in your hand, you bet. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much that's it, and then they tell you the rest.
I gotcha.
It's official. Moose is out.
Oh, okay.
Not going.
All right.
Sorry, Moose.
How does that go for your excitement level? Where does that bring it?
I would have been more excited
if
if Moose was there. It's the same, but I would have been a little happier if
All
Moose was there. Hey, Moose.
Moose hasn't gone in a couple years, it seems like. I don't remember last time he was on.
Moose is. I haven't seen Moose in so long. I can't remember if he's fat or skinny. I
Skinny.
can't remember if he has long hair or short hair.
White hair.
Yeah, white hair.
Yeah.
But if
Long
he looks
hair.
like a lesbian or if he looks like a sick man.
I feel like
He was at the pub crawl.
pub crawl, yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
I
at the
don't
pub
remember-
crawl.
I
Yeah,
time
you don't
traveled.
remember the pub crawl very much. He was also at the. I think he came out when we were doing the food drive.
Yeah.
Because I said he looked like Eddie from.
that
Spider-Man.
yeah.
He did bring me the burger cup that had the burgers
yeah,
all over
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Where is
probably-
that cup, Gio?
I use it a lot at home.
Yeah.
it's actually a great cup.
Probably a Caitlin Clark one.
I'm like, I wish this did not have burgers on it, but it really works good.
All right.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news. Did we do that already?
Yeah,
we
we did the opening. So here's something you don't want to hear. Ukrainian forces have captured 2 Chinese prisoners fighting alongside Russian forces
Oh, no.
in a new
Oh,
major
no.
escalation. Yeah, President Zelensky revealed that there were, quote, many more Chinese citizens now on the front, and added that his forces were investigating. He made the stunning announcement after vowing his forces will drive Russia's war on them all the way back to where it came from.
So are we are we happy that Russia needs help from China, or are we really scared that China and Russia are teaming up together?
Yeah.
I would feel the latter.
I know,
Yeah,
that's, of course.
not great. Not a great thing.
But
yeah.
I mean, is anybody surprised?
No, but once it's real, then you're like, oh boy, here we
Do
go.
you think that this changes with Trump or Biden, or do you think it was destined to happen anyway?
Happen no matter what.
That's what I think. Like people are quick to blame whoever's in office, but I think that if Biden was in office, for some reason I feel like when Biden in office, we seem more easier to push around. He doesn't seem as tough.
Yeah, I don't know. When Trump says that it never would have happened if he'd been there, but then you see Putin and he doesn't adhere to the ceasefire.
No,
that just tells you everything you need to know.
But we still didn't release all the Jews yet either,
Yeah.
right? So remember, if they don't release them by this day, they're gonna have hell to pay. What happened there?
Yeah, I feel like
But
it's inevitable.
He's already in it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would be different before the war started if Trump was like, "Don't do this." You know what I mean?
But
Maybe.
now you got Chinese.
Yeah.
Mixing
You don't know.
in the deal.
Yeah.
Chinese are mad at us because of tariffs.
100%.
Yeah, so
Like 100%.
104%.
Yeah, 104%, which is wild.
I saw a video of all the different people that were Trump supporters, like Dave Portnoy and one of the other dudes that's the social media guy, whatever, that have a lot of money. And then they're like, what is going on? Why am I losing all my money? The one guy goes, why am I poor now?
Portnoy said he's pretty sure he lost about a quarter of his wealth overnight.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, it's good to be mediocre when it comes to money. I've only lost like $40,000.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, Carmen. I looked at my thing and I went, "Ooh."
Carmen said, oh.
Oh.
I have. This is something that I can definitely relate to. That made me feel like I couldn't understand why everybody gets so mad. I'm like, oh, relax, it'll be fine, it'll all work itself out. Just assuming that it will. And then I realized, this is me late to the game. I didn't realize it. It's not like it's so hard to figure out. I just didn't put myself in this position. If I'm 60 years old and I was looking at retiring next year, I probably can't now because my money is a good portion of my money is gone.
Right.
And my 401k that I've been nurturing for the last 30 years just took such a hit that I can't retire yet.
Some people don't have time to just wait it out.
Right.
To see what happens.
I obviously put myself first, so I'm
Right.
thinking about that. But yeah, when you stop and you think about it, it's scary for people in their 60s.
That's why you see, like, I saw this post that said, like, these two people retired. They had really good jobs. I think he was an electrician. She did some office management type work. They both retired. They both had to go back to work after like 3 years of retiring because of their, you know what I mean? Because their money went down and stuff like that. And they said that is an actual like trend that is happening. That's not just like a one-off.
Get back to work, old people.
But that's why you see a lot of older people doing Uber Eats and Uber and stuff like that because they can make their own schedule. They have a nice car and they don't want to like go work for a boss. You know what I mean? So they're like, well, if I have to work, it's a good option for them.
I don't know. I always think people who are doing Uber Eats as their second job.
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah, most of it. But when older people, like I've had a lot of older drivers, like white hair people. You know what I mean?
You have?
Yeah.
I feel bad. I would meet them at the car. I got it. Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it.
I don't look at the picture. I don't look at the name. I don't look at anything. I say drop it at the door. I don't want to know because I don't want to feel bad. I'm going to tip you 20% no matter what.
Right.
But you know what I mean? If I feel bad, then it's like, okay, I'm just going to give you a 20. And I don't have the money to be able to do that either. So I just try to avoid Uber Eats.
To me, the annoying part is that it doesn't seem like the Trump administration is explaining why they're doing this outside of the generic, we're just making things great again type thing. It's like there's nobody seems to have like this is the reason why we are going to do this. Like it seems like there's no game plan, or they're just not articulating it to the American people.
I don't.
Because nobody seems to know what the hell's going on.
I don't believe that. I believe that they have explained it a bunch of times. I do believe we may not understand it. I don't quite understand it.
To me, it seems very the reasoning seems very generic.
Yes,
talking point stuff.
I think we talked about this on Monday, but I saw a video over the weekend of Ronald Reagan from the 80s talking about tariffs.
Yeah,
and how they are. I mean, he was exact opposite of Trump. He said he was saying what most of the Democrats are saying now. And most of what the economists are saying, that tariffs are nothing more than a short-term Band-Aid for things, and that in the long run, it will be bad for everybody. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. My whole thing is, and anybody always is like, how can you like him? How can you support him? And I always go, listen to me. I'm supporting America. I want the country to be back. I don't know about being great again. I want it to be prosperous. I want it to be fair for people. I want it to be, and it seems like it's being less of all of that. But I do like the idea of doing something that they've never done in my lifetime to see if that works, because the other stuff doesn't work. So I don't know. I'm as confused as everybody else now, and I just am hoping for the best.
The roof of a nightclub in the Dominican Republic collapsed. Former Major League Baseball players Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco were among at least 79 people who were killed when the roof collapsed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 79 people killed in there. Can you imagine partying, having a good time, and then crush?
The roof.
Oh, terrible. Tony Blanco.
What's worse, the roof caving in or being on the second floor and the second floor drops?
I think the roof caving in.
Yeah, because you're getting crushed.
Yeah, second floor, if that drops, you can maybe, fall and roll out of the way or something, whatever. But the roof is so heavy and just crushes everyone.
Ugh.
And you're crushed with everyone there. Like, good luck getting past, even if you were alive, trying to crawl with other people in the way and they're grabbing onto you. And
would you rather be in a crushed roof nightclub or the fire club with Great White in Rhode Island?
Oh.
I feel like I have a better chance with Fire Club.
You do? I don't. I feel like, because the problem where everybody died was they all jammed themselves into the doorway.
I know, but I feel like I'm, this is just me saying, like, I feel like I'm fighting to get out of a window up top. I am trying to find another way out, or I'm over. I don't know. But a roof, you're crushed. You can't lift a roof. You're not Superman.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just feel like I'd rather be crushed than burned, I think. And I'm claustrophobic.
I mean, they're both terrible. You eventually, you know what happens if you don't die when that roof collapses on you? You eventually just can't breathe anymore.
You just suffocate
because it's crushing you, and you're trying to breathe, doing that, and it's crushing, and then you just go.
Take a night.
And you can't breathe in.
You can take a little sleepy sleep.
But think about burning.
Oh, burning, terrible too.
You're just.
But I feel like I have more room and more options with the fire. I mean, I don't want either, but I feel like
I think with fire, you get the smoke inhalation, you get the heat, then you get the crowding of people trying to get out. I think that's worse.
Yeah, my only reason picking fire is trying to find another way out. If I could do that.
That's what I always just assumed. All those people, they couldn't just push a wall down. Or some they couldn't bust through a hole through somewhere.
Probably
like there was no back door. There was only one door.
They were all trying to get out the one that wasn't on fire.
But but you don't, or like how big was the fire? You don't you even like try and run through the fire?
The fire went up to the ceiling on the stage and then dragged across the club through the roof. So the whole club was on fire.
And the way the club was set up, it had like a couple different like half walls.
Yeah.
Towards the all funneling towards the front door that they were all trying to get out of. So it was really, it was like terrible.
And those doors opened in.
Yeah.
And everybody was piling in.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't think I'm ever going to a club again.
No. The crazy thing, Carmen, is this band that we're talking about is Great White is the band, and they had told them not to use the pyro in there. And they were like, yeah, no, okay. And then they wound up using the pyro, and all that stuff happened. And then they tried to use pyro again at the next club that they played at.
Didn't their guitar player die?
Yeah, I think
somebody in their band died.
And a bunch of people died in the thing too, yeah.
What would you rather hear before you die? Pitbull or Great White?
Great White.
You think so?
Yeah.
If that's the last thing I got to hear for eternity is once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, rock me a little, Mr. Bones. I'm all right.
Mr. Worldwide with Bon Jovi.
After re-signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kyle Trask has another thing to celebrate. His marriage to a very, very beautiful lady, Mackenzie Liskey.
But can I tell you something else? You know who else is hot? Kyle Trask.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good-looking fella.
Yeah, when you think quarterback, that's what I always say. Is a handsome dude like him. You're like, oh, yeah, he's quarterback.
I don't know that I ever saw his head before, and then I saw the pictures of his wedding. I'm like, that's a good-looking fella right there. Like, they're a good match.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think backup quarterback might be one of the best jobs in the world.
No way. No way. You're doing all the practice for no work.
But you also don't get hit.
Yeah.
You're still making
You
millions.
want to get you're not making that many millions.
But
And
you're making
You
millions.
are making millions.
how much is
Right.
Kyle Trask making?
I bet he's made 20 million
Good
so far.
for you, Kyle Trask. That's the best job
I mean,
in the
I'm guessing-
in the
That's
whole
it,
world.
right. You sit the bench.
I didn't know you made 20 million.
I mean,
Like you-
so far in his whole career, probably
yeah.
10 or 20.
and you have
His
to.
net worth is, let's see, it says around 5.5 million,
Oh, that's not
but
good.
that can't be right.
So he's probably making $1 million a year.
But that's $1 million a year to do nothing, and you can't do more.
Of course, you can do more.
What can you,
You
do?
could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like
Like
if
what?
you wanted to train harder and get better and actually fight for a spot, you could.
You don't
Or-
think Kyle Trask is just being like, oh, I'm good at being a backup?
no,
I
but
don't-
here's the thing. So he is, he's a guy. How old is he?
27.
20 something. He's making $1 million a year doing what he loves.
right.
Maybe he's not at the level. Obviously, you know, you have Tom Brady. You're not playing Tom Brady, and you know, Baker's better than he is and stuff. But he's the backup. But he's also doing all kind of probably personal appearances. He
Yeah.
probably has all kind of
But
different.
you want to be a football
Speaking
player.
engagement.
Oh, you do,
Yeah.
and you are. But I know, I get what you're saying. You
Yeah.
want to compete.
It's
and do
not a
that
bad
stuff.
job. I mean,
Right.
he's not delivering Uber Eats.
That's yeah.
Yeah, he's making $1 million a year and he's living life. But I mean, you know, he wants to be a quarterback.
So
he
does
wants to
Joe.
start. He feels like yeah, but Kyle, he came so close. You know, he's on a professional football team and he's like, all I want's a shot. Or is it worse knowing that the whole organization thinks you're good but not good enough? I mean, that's the truth. I feel awful. Like I feel like he's listening to the show right now and I'm saying all these things.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's a bad quarterback. What I'm saying is the position is that you're good but not good enough, and you're there in case we need you in emergencies, and we're just going to pay you to hang out. So you're doing all the practicing, you're doing all this stuff, and then you're just you're just hoping Baker Mayfield gets hurt.
But you are still 1% of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
1%
it's not
makes it to the NFL.
It's certainly not a bad position to be in. But I just think personally, it would be frustrating. It would be like me preparing to do this show every day and then having to sit in the green room while you guys did it.
I did that once. It sucked.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it is.
What if you're getting paid $1 million?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if I was getting paid,
Just
you
sit
know,
in the corner.
You'll take it.
Yeah.
You'll take it, but it's not what you want.
well,
and
of
it's
course
a-
you always. I mean, I'm sure you want to be the starter. There's only 32 guys in the world that get to do it.
Right, and
But
you're
right
so
there.
close.
Yeah.
You're so close.
And
But as
there's-
opposed to other things,
Yeah.
it's pretty goddamn good. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's pretty good. And also, when you're 30 and you're retired and you're a multimillionaire and you go into broadcasting and you know all the ins and outs of everything and you can
course.
speak on being a quarterback and how it is with the team and all the different stuff. I mean, then you're making millions doing that as well, and you
Yeah.
can do that for the next 30 years.
The fact
And-
that he already signed a second contract, he's already beaten the odds of the NFL.
Yeah.
and he's only 27.
Yeah.
There is still time. Like Kirk Cousins, you know what I mean? Like he came out and like came up later in his career.
Yeah, a lot
Right.
of those guys.
You know what I
hang around
mean?
the
Like
league.
there is a chance for him to still be a starting quarterback.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Fitzmagic's another one that did that.
By the way, I read this weekend, and I don't know if I never know what's real and what's not. Were the Steelers trying to trade for Dak Prescott?
I think that was fake.
It was
Yeah, I
fake,
don't think-
but I did read it though, right?
Yeah, that was
okay.
floating around for a couple days.
Okay.
Now I heard they might be interested in Shadur Sanders.
So it's any quarterback that's anybody that's ever thrown a football, the Steelers are going after. Is
Yeah.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
so crazy. It's unbelievable. Can I tell you what my prediction is? And I'm sure other people have said this before, but Pat McAfee has the big night at in Pittsburgh. He's doing a big like thing, whatever.
Yeah.
What they're saying is going to happen. Do you think?
Well,
What?
if it was going to happen, Rodgers,
Rodgers
because Rodgers
comes
goes
out and
he goes on
announces
McAfee all the time. That's
He's
Right.
good friends with Hawk.
yeah.
And so he's going to go to their big live event that they're doing in Pittsburgh a week before the draft.
But how would they announce that? How would they keep that secret? I mean, they probably can't. keep
I
that
mean,
secret.
it's the worst kept secret, anyways.
Right.
Everybody knows that Rodgers is either going to retire or he's going to play for the Steelers this year. Those are the two options. Minnesota does not want him, so it's whether or not he plays or not.
And he's not retiring. Did you see him?
I
when he
highly
was,
doubt it.
When he was out there throwing, did you see how good a shape he's in?
Yeah,
Like-
my guess. Tomlin they've already had these discussions,
Yeah.
and it's just not official in the media yet.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to work out contract stuff.
Right, which
Wow.
makes Aaron Rodgers even more of a douche.
Why?
I don't know. He's just a douche.
But as far as options go, he's our best option.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Right now.
I'd still draft a young. Like,
Oh, they're
I would-
still
if
going
you
to, I'm
get like a
sure.
Shadur Sanders or one of these young guys coming out.
I'm still
But how would they get? Who's got the first pick?
The first pick, I believe, is the Browns.
Okay. So where's Shador going? I thought Shador was going to the Giants.
He might go to the Giants. The Raiders are interested because
Steelers are like 21 or something, but if they can trade up and do some stuff and pull off some, magic.
Yeah, if you don't need a quarterback, quarterbacks can fall quickly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that happens a lot of times where they're, the whatever, 6-7 teams don't need a quarterback. They need a linebacker. They need a running back. They need this and that and everything. So even though this guy's the best quarterback, he's not going until 10 or 11 or something. I know
Shador
Brady
and Jameis together.
Oh, in New York?
New York?
Maybe. Yeah. I know the Raiders because Tom Brady, he trains with him, and Tom Brady's basically running the Raiders now.
Yeah.
So he might go to the Raiders. I don't know. I love the draft. I love watching that stuff.
I couldn't.
I just love to see how it plays, especially the first round. I love to see how it plays out.
The only time I care about it is if we have a
Like
really
a high
high
pick. Yeah.
Other than that, I couldn't care less.
I don't know.
I don't watch college football, so I don't know.
It's for me. It's fun.
Well, congratulations to Caltrax. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
He's doing all right.
Mike doesn't like you. So
No, I like you a lot.
Doesn't
I like
think you
a lot.
have what it takes.
Thinks you're a loser.
I sat with his family at the Super Bowl.
I think it's a great job.
Yeah.
You guys got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, I know. A one that he'll probably never wear because he didn't earn it.
No, I definitely
Do
earned
any
it.
of them wear them?
I don't know, but
Right.
if
They're
I
so huge.
Yeah.
I don't understand how if you're winning a Super Bowl like by a good lead and you have 3 minutes left, you don't put the backup quarterback in just to let him play in the Super Bowl.
You do.
Sometimes.
The Eagles did.
This just happened. Yeah, I know, but like I was wondering when we went to see the Bucks, there's a lot more opportunities for that to happen, and it never happens. But then again, good luck telling Tom Brady.
Right.
All right, now sit down. We're letting this guy go in.
Yeah.
Was it Trask or the other handsome dude that was the backup that was helping Brady when he was drunk on his avocado tequila?
It was the other guy.
That was the other guy.
Yeah.
That was what was his name? It wasn't Trask. He was here for a couple of years too. I can't remember.
He was another handsome backup.
He was
Yeah.
like the third string.
Yeah.
But also, you're back up to Tom Brady. Like, I feel like
yeah.
that alone is an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now you're pushed even further away from ever playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. But you're gonna be like, yeah, I was Tom Brady's backup.
Listen, if you're 35 years old and you're sitting there looking back on the last 10 years of your life, it was a good 10 years, man. You had a good run. You had a great college career. You came out of college. You got drafted. You played for a professional team. You won a Super Bowl. You did all this stuff.
Was
Yeah.
it Blaine
He's
Gabbert?
only 27.
Gabbert, yeah.
Yeah,
Blaine
maybe.
Gabbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that by the time he's 35, you can look back at those years and go, man, that was a fun couple of years. Now I can just relax for the rest of my life and hopefully coach or do something along those lines. Like, it's not a bad spot. It's just not. It's just like being so close and not being able to get to the dance has got to be so frustrating.
I know that you are kind of out of the Yankees mode now. Whatever.
I'm a little bit torpedo back.
You got some memorabilia and stuff. Would you like to add to your memorabilia?
Okay.
The former home of Babe Ruth and the man behind the Gandhi Bridge
In St. Pete.
is back on the market. Yeah, in St. Petersburg for $1.86 million. 346 16th Avenue Northeast. Isn't that over near you, Joe?
It is. It's actually 5 streets away.
Once, go find Joe. Once a place baseball legend and George Gandhi Sr. called home. Ruth spent time in the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home when he was in the Bay Area for Yankees spring training. Now,
Yeah.
they weren't there at the same time. They were
I don't know.
they were roommates.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of house it is. I do know that he spent summers down here or springs down here for spring training in St. Pete, and somebody gave me some photographs that he took, like actual real photographs.
Oh, yeah?
They were little small square black and white ones. I have those of Babe Ruth just meeting people and being around town. That's gotta be pretty cool. Yeah.
A woman on TikTok asked people for their most unhinged ways to keep themselves from spending money. Like, this might sound weird, but I like to do this, whatever. So here's a few of the different ones they have. If you're trying to spend less money, lock all your credit cards. You still can use them when you want, but you have to go through the trouble of unlocking them every time. So maybe you go, all right, I don't need that.
If my credit card is in my phone, so that when I go to order something, all I have to do is hit one button and it populates the whole thing.
The Apple
that
Pay
makes
button?
it
Apple Pay, yeah. But
do you
also,
know how much my Apple Pay card, how quickly that thing climbs because it's so easy to just click. Like, I paid my Apple card last month was $11,000. Because between me and Joey's just using his phone to pay for everything. And every time I buy something online, I'm like, just hit Apple Pay, just hit Apple, because I forget about it.
Have you been in the TikTok shop yet?
No, I will refuse.
Don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm
refuse.
already buying dumb stuff in the TikTok shop because I can't. It's easy. It's two
What
buttons.
is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's on TikTok, and they have like a
I don't
store,
know TikTok.
Yeah.
and people will promote things. So I brought like a projector, and I'm getting a phone case, and I
Oh,
got
man.
all kinds of
Joey
just
sells
dumb
a lot
stuff.
of his merchandise through the TikTok
Yeah.
shop.
That was one of like Tiza's biggest sell is
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah.
from TikTok. Yeah.
And the people on TikTok, they'll get on there and they'll try and sell the stuff because it gets a
Gotcha.
kickback when they sell it.
Yeah.
But
Carmen,
it's, you know,
I should go on there with the mattress.
for real, dude. There's so many dumb things I don't need that I now have.
John Senning does a lot of commercials, a lot of endorsements on this station.
Yes.
So much that we call them Sennings now.
Yes.
But I don't like that you two say the same lines for Tiza.
What? Why suck?
Whoa, that's not the line.
No,
That is not the line.
I know.
I've
Yeah,
not heard that
not
spot
the
yet.
line.
It's a new script.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
right.
next
All right,
month.
here we
Keep
go.
sucking.
Yeah.
Here we go. Take two.
Yeah, I spit when you can swallow.
Yeah, it's not as sexy when John says it.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
think it's a sexier.
You do? Gross. Oh, I was back on the live sex cams yesterday.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I say it like I'm not always honest about
But
it.
the last time you had fast food, you were doing it, which was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Or yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not good with time.
By
I
the way,
saw the hottest video yet.
are you still off the rails on the food?
No, I'm not off the rails. I mean,
You're
I'm
not on the rails.
I broke the rail. No, I ate pretty good yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe this will help you. Another the way to save money: make yourself run for every dollar you spend.
Oh, God.
Man.
If you buy
Boo.
something you don't need for $50, you have to run for 50 minutes.
A woman reiterated something to me that you said on the show, which I
Okay.
decided to wholeheartedly stick with
Okay.
for the Two Bears 5K. Start slow, stay slow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm walking.
Yeah.
There'll be people there that just take off and they're trying to run the whole way, but no.
Take off in a half a mile, and they're like,
Yeah.
just puking. And I thought I could run the whole thing. And
Yeah.
I mean, not that there's plenty of people that are going to sprint the whole thing. It's a
Yeah.
5K. There's people that can just bust that out no problem. But there's also a lot of people that this is their first race they've ever done, and you have that adrenaline going. Everybody's going. They ready, set, go, and you
Yeah.
start running and stuff, and you're like, oh my god, that's way too fast of a pace. And then
40
you just
minutes
crash
later,
out.
you're
Yeah.
like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I do not have that adrenaline.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mosey. I'm moseying my way through the Two Bears 5K.
Are we going to guess what everybody's times are going to be?
I mean, I don't even know how long does it usually take, Alvin,
How long does it take for what?
to run.
walk it?
Like a light jog.
To a light jog, if you're doing a 10-minute mile, if you're doing a 12-minute mile, you're doing it around under 40 minutes.
Okay, so I'll be like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, I mean, if you walk at a normal pace, briskly,
Yeah.
I would say whatever, 14 minutes per 15 minutes.
Okay, per mile,
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
If
20
you want to challenge yourself,
No.
somewhat, try and break an hour.
If I want to challenge myself, I'll see if I can eat pizza while I'm walking.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll be something. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good. I just was curious to see, get an idea what it would take.
So I can tell you, like, I do my walking pad right now because it's just getting too hot out.
Right.
And I'll do it like 2-minute increments, usually, or 2 miles. And it usually takes me around like 40, 45 minutes.
Okay. All right. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
For 2 miles? Are you're walking?
Walking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know
You have
what.
long legs.
Yeah, I don't know what you walk. I would think like 15 minutes for a mile.
Carmen,
No,
you're
8.
walking or you're running?
I'm walking.
We're gonna hold hands.
Yes.
Okay.
So a mile is usually a little over 18 minutes. 18 minutes and change.
Okay.
For you.
For me on my
Okay.
To
walking
walk.
pad.
And
at
that's the pad makes you the exact same pace the whole time.
the whole time.
Where if
Right.
you're just walking on the
right.
thing, you're going to slow down,
Maybe,
speed up.
Yeah, doing different stuff.
Stop, bend over, rub
Yeah.
your back,
The walking
call an
pad
Uber.
makes you keep the pace.
Right.
Right.
I might Uber back.
No.
When my wife and my daughters, they do 5Ks all the time, then it usually takes them about 30 or 40 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
But they run.
Yeah,
Like they run the whole time.
I think I'm gonna be more than that.
Probably.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
we
I'm
will.
in. I'm in though. I'm in. I'm good.
I mean, do we want to wager at
I
all?
hope
Or
I
what
get
do we-
we
COVID.
should
I'm gonna go
probably.
around to
Yeah.
this. I'm
Wait.
gonna let kids blow their germs in my face the
Yeah.
week before.
Do we want to lay any wagers
We
anywhere?
should.
Let's see what the times are going to be.
I have no interest in.
Who's going to come first, second,
I
third?
think I know who is gonna come first. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I can
Oh,
tell you that I'm not fast.
Yeah.
But
Er.
I'll jog the thing, whatever. So.
faster.
If we put money on it, I would run.
I'm not putting money on it.
So yeah, exactly. But I'm not running because I'm not like gonna hurt myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can run. It's painful next week.
Plus, we're holding hands.
Yeah,
Yes.
so here's one that I did, an actual 5K that was just a regular jog, slow jog, whatever, and it's less than 12 minutes a mile, and it's 37 minutes. I did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's when. That's about the time you start seeing a lot.
So I
a
should
lot
pull it
of
up in
people
about an
come
hour and a half.
in. An hour and a half.
I think you can do it in under an hour.
An
Okay.
hour?
All right. All right. I'm in. We'll see how it
Oh,
goes.
it's gonna be so hot.
It's gonna be so hot.
Oh.
Like, it's gonna be
It's gonna
100
be
degrees.
nice. I like it.
No.
Some of the other ways this lady on TikTok says you can save money is to tape a picture of your parents to your credit card. It's supposed to remind you of how you don't want to move back in with them, so you have a picture of them. And be
I
like,
used to take my credit cards out of my wallet when
Yeah.
I go to like bars and stuff because I didn't want to throw it down.
The problem is that I have too many people with my credit cards.
yeah.
That's the problem. Amanda has one. Joey has one. Tom has one. So at the end of the month, when I'm like, I didn't use my credit card one time this whole month, and my bill's $7,000, I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
And Tom, has got $1,000 worth of gas on there for the Sprinter.
How do you get on that credit card list? I'd like to be on your credit card.
You either have
remember-
to sleep with me or drive.
Remember the ad you just did for Teasa? I think
Yeah.
that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
right?
That's how Amanda got on.
Here we go. Take 3. Go.
Yeah.
Another way is, do you like the item you're about to buy more than you like cash? Before you buy something, ask yourself, if somebody offered me this T-shirt or $30, which would I take?
When I shop on my phone, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll buy something.
Yeah, that's not money.
It's not money.
But then when I get it, I go, why did I buy that? Do I really need a flux capacitor?
Oh, 100. Yeah.
No, you-
Listen, can I just point out who an innovator in that was? An innovator in buying online and having your credit card stored already? This guy.
Yeah.
Pap.
That's
Pap.
right,
Remember when we first started Cowhead TV?
I do.
He was taking credit cards, and then if you ordered stuff on demand, your card was already in there. You just had to click on it.
Yep.
That was good stuff, Joe.
That's right.
Makes it
You
too
were
easy.
There was an
Yeah.
innovator. That was 20 years ago.
Calculate how long you'd have to work to pay for it. If something costs $100 and you make $20 an hour, is it worth 5 hours of your time to buy that
I
thing?
never thought about that.
Yeah.
I tell my son that a lot now because now he's making some money. He's getting
How
a little bit of
much?
money. And I was like, listen, man, is it worth, look how long it took you to make that money. Is it worth paying that?
It's the same thing as eating something, and you know how
Yeah.
long you have to work out to burn that many calories, and you're like, this is 500 calories. Do you know how long you
I've
have-
done that before.
Yeah.
I've looked at a meal and I go, I worked out so hard today, and I'm going to ruin it with this meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. Pretend something costs even more. Make a rule. If you wouldn't pay 3 times as much for it, then it's not worth what they're charging. Consider the idea that you might never retire, like Carmen was saying earlier.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
just
I'm
might be a
not,
thing where,
regardless.
you're never going to. Think of it like you're stealing it from yourself. If you spend all that time earning that money, are you really going to steal it from your future self to buy something you don't need?
It's true.
So
You
you're
are
taking all that
stealing.
money. Yeah. Boycott everything. Find reasons to boycott companies so you don't have to buy their
Mad
stuff.
at everybody.
Or just start binge watching Hoarders, and you'll probably never want to buy anything ever again because you already have so much stuff.
Carmen,
Listen-
are you familiar with a band called NetSpend?
No,
No, right?
not at all.
Me either. Anybody? NetSpend?
Net spend.
It might be a rapper.
No.
NetSpend.
I thought maybe that was that Karma Credit song.
No,
that they-
no, yeah. They'll go in there and they'll cancel all your subscriptions for you. No, I had to buy tickets for my son to go see NetSpend this weekend at I think the Ritz, and now he's going on the cruise.
Right.
So I have NetSpend tickets.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, if anybody needs them.
By the way, let your son know that Suicide Boys are going to be over at the
he
amp.
know-
He
oh,
already
he knows. He
already
knows,
knows
yeah.
with Jelly and whatever.
I'm surprised this hack wasn't on there. This used to be my hack before Amazon and stuff. Just get drunk at the house.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to go anywhere.
You're not
Like,
going to buy anything online if you're drunk?
Yeah.
That's when I buy everything.
I'm saying before Amazon. Like
Oh.
that was like before Amazon. If you just drink some wine or some claws and you're sitting on the couch, you can't go anywhere and spend any money and you're
Yeah.
just stuck at your house.
Oh, if I get on my phone and I'm drunk and I'm on Amazon, I'm like, ooh, I need this. How many flashlights does a guy need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's 8 million
Yeah,
candle
right.
watts.
All right. I'm looking at I can see the moon with this one.
Carmen, this is something I think that might be right up your alley. Will hot dog towers be the big barbecue trend this
What's
summer.
a hot dog tower?
Okay.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Restaurants have started adding them because of it's a cheaper alternative to seafood towers. So you can have a hot dog tower. I'm going to send it to the gang. There's a picture on Bone Online, and there's a picture there. So the way that it works out is one tier is hot dogs, another tier is French fries, and the top tier is condiments.
This is fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally in here.
Oh,
This is-
yes.
this-
Hot dog.
Joe, dog's rolling.
Hot
I
dog
do love a
towers.
good hot
Talking
dog.
about.
I'm not against a hot dog tower.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley may be one of the funniest guys
He's very
ever in the
funny.
world. He's just him and Shaq are both so great. But they did the thing with him where they say top 5. You have to list something, and they give it to you, and you don't know what's going to be what your 5
Okay.
choices are and stuff. So they go top 5 foods. Pizza. He goes pizza. I'm going to go number 2. And then they said steak, whatever. He goes, I'm going to go New York strip. I'm going number 1 with that. They did it, this, that. And then, so he had 4, 1 through 4 covered. And then they gave him hot dogs. And he goes, oh, I really messed this up. He goes, because hot dogs are number 1.
Hot dogs are so good.
I'm not a huge fan of hot dogs. My wife loves hot dogs.
I like a specific type of hot dog. I would imagine it's because I grew up eating them, but I like a good New York
Yeah,
soubrette.
the soubrette.
Yeah, a little snap to it. You know, I'm not a Coney Island dog fan. I'm not a big ballpark Frank guy. I'm a soubrette guy.
Little hot mustard
A
in
little
there.
mustard and some
Yeah.
sauerkraut, Joe. I could eat a bunch of those.
See, my grandma used to get the good hot dogs from the deli, like the meat guy, and he would
Yeah.
like actually make them
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and they were so good.
With pig snouts in it and all that.
And I like my hot dogs boiled. Chad likes his hot dogs pan fried.
Oh.
Not
Yeah.
grilled? Nobody likes the grill?
I don't mind, but I just like if I'm making it at home, like
Oh, I need
boiled.
to grill it till it splits.
My wife does pan fry as well. She does the Hebrew National. She
Yeah,
likes
if I'm
those.
doing
Those are good.
If I'm doing a soubrette, I'm boiling it. But if I'm doing anything else, I'm doing it on the grill until it splits.
Yeah, the rippers, because you can deep fry them too.
Yeah.
And then they become the rippers where they snap when you bite into them and
Yep,
stuff and
yep,
everything.
yep.
A lot of people will do microwave as well. You can do microwave. You can do Carmen, have you ever done the beer boil?
No.
Yeah, boiling beer. That's what they do with brats. Brats are really good in
Yeah.
the beer. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I've ate them cold before. I don't care.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if we've ever said this before, but I'm starving.
Sorry, we do way too much food talk.
We did not get any. No, I did not have any empanadas.
Oh,
I
come
did.
on. You did?
I did.
From where? From Mr. Empanada?
No, not for Mr. Empanada.
Oh,
There's a Kawa, and they have empanadas.
that's so funny.
They might be from Mr. Empanada. though.
Right.
Nice.
Resell them there.
If I knew a place to get hot dogs right now, I'd Uber eat them over
I
here.
couldn't tell you the last time I had an empanada, and I saw it, and I remembered we talked. I'm like, oh, I think I will get that.
Yeah, oh,
it was
yeah.
delicious.
It was fate.
It was fantastic.
fate.
Yeah.
There's a hot dog station on the boat, Michael.
The boat, yes,
Yeah.
but
Yes, there
They're
is.
hitting that thing all week.
on at Starbucks now. Starbucks has 2 new food menu items. They have the chicken jalapeno pocket, and they have the spicy falafel pocket.
Oh,
Falafel pocket.
I enjoy the falafel pocket.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've eaten that a couple of times. Definitely not on the diet.
There was
Just
a girl-
make sure you wear a bathing suit long enough that it covers your falafel pocket.
Oh, the ladies like my falafel.
There was a
pocket.
girl in high school we called her
Falafel pockets.
Falafel pockets.
Yeah.
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 Police in Kentucky recently arrested a naked man walking down the highway. When they found him, a cop asked him what he was up to, and he said, "Going to get some pants."
I mean, he wasn't
good.
lying.
I mean,
he wasn't lying.
You gotta let him go,
You
right?
can't be mad at him.
All right.
All right.
well,
As long as
try
you
to
don't
cover
get-
up a little.
Pants, you're fine. Next month, I'm sorry if that other hot dog tower didn't make you hungry. This is going to. Next month, Cinnabon is opening its first of a kind location with its sister brand Carvel that mashes up Cinnabon's hot cinnamon rolls
Okay.
with
Ice
Carvel ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I mean-
pretty good.
I'm gonna buy one. Obviously,
Yeah, that's
that makes
pretty good.
sense.
This
yeah.
is why I voted for Trump. Make America great.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Make
We're gonna
America
put the ice cream back in
fatter
the
again.
Cinnabon. Yeah. We're bringing back the fat whites.
The fat whites.
None of us have had to do our resume lately. Oh, Carmen, you probably had to do your resume lately with the insurance stuff, right?
Yes.
So how were you with doing the resume? You just kind of do let ChatGPT do it for you, or what'd you do?
No, so it was before that. But honestly, one of the best things and one of the biggest things I got out of going to school and graduating, that was part of it. In the beginning, we had to create a resume, and then in the end, you finished it and stuff. And that was actually like a school assignment. So I just had that, and then I just updated that I had my license for insurance, basically.
Proficient in mashed potato recipe.
No, that was not one of my skills.
If you're out there and you're listening and you got to work on your resume, a career consultant came up with a list of things that you should not do on your resume in 2025.
I don't know that I've ever done a resume.
I did. I did whenever I was, leaving the job up there.
Right.
I, did a resume and added some stuff that I did not know how to do, but I figured I could figure it out if they asked me to do it. One of those.
I have a resume ready to go at all times.
Yeah,
just in case.
Gio taught me that.
I don't even have a best of like a tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the one I have is so outdated now.
At this point though, you have enough online.
Yeah, I remember when John Larson was so pathetic. When I first came to get this job, he was like, I'm in like the third interview phase, and he's like, "Do you have some material we can listen on?" Yeah, the last 20 years of being in this market. What do you want from me?
Like I just got fired. I was on the radio like 2 weeks
last
ago.
week. You know you were listening when I was over there.
Exactly.
What more do you have to do?
These are stuff that's either too old school or never should have been on there in the first place on your resume, including things that can lower your chances of landing an interview. They say, number one, your salary or salary requirements. Worry about that once you get an interview. Listing it on your resume won't do you any good.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I feel like that weeds out places, so you don't have to go and talk to him, and then you go, all right, we're going to offer you $14,000 a year, and you're like, what am I doing here?
I mean,
but then they also know what to offer you. Like if they're willing to offer you 60, but you say you're willing to take 50, then they're only going to offer you 50. You know what I mean? So it can hurt you in the process.
I'm also padding mine too, Carmen. Where I'm saying more. So if they go, we can't pay that, but we can pay this, and that was still over what I had initially said. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. This lady is an expert. I don't know whether.
I was not taught to put my salary.
A lot of jobs will list the salary ahead of time too.
Yeah, you'll have an idea what you're doing.
45 to 55 or whatever.
The line references available upon request. You're just wasting real estate and their time. They know you'll give them references if they ask. You don't need to put that on there or anything. Bright colors or graphics. They say all the big companies use software now to screen resumes and search for keywords, and it doesn't recognize graphics, so it doesn't matter whether it's got blue and purple and yellow and stuff on it.
What about special skills when you put down that you're a Pokemon level 42?
No, I don't think that.
I have that on my LinkedIn.
I did write, and I think I may have even written it to you. Whenever I had like a thing that whenever I would send out my demo to people, I had a thing that I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I smell terrific, and I'm fun at parties.
Yeah,
and it was just like dumb, whatever.
They wanted you to play guitar so bad on this show when you got hired.
So funny.
Is he gonna do some of those guitar songs? Yeah, they thought you were like gonna come in here and just start playing parody songs on guitar.
Did you have that on your
I can
demo?
I can play guitar and drums and I didn't do any parody songs or whatever, but I said that I can play guitar, drums, and da-da-da-da-da. And then, I don't know, for some reason they got in their head that I was going to be doing my Sharona, my macaroni or something.
Live every day.
My bologna.
Yeah.
This is what we hired you for.
They actually came to me and asked when Galvin was going to do
I believe
guitar
it.
parody songs.
Where is Larson now?
I don't know.
Is he anywhere?
I have no idea.
Didn't he retire?
No, I think he went to a different company. I don't really know. But
even
also,
that was like
it wasn't just
ago.
Larson. Larson was such a nice guy. I just didn't gel with him as a boss.
Yeah.
He was a super nice guy though. I don't want to crap on him. Man, you guys got me thinking about resumes and all that stuff, and I was thinking about when they hired me here. I had just gotten fired from 98 Rock, and my wife was pregnant. They could have said to me, well, we're going to pay you $8 an hour, but I had no choice. I had to take the job. They got me so cheap. And then next deal, I was like, aha, I got you now. But man, they got me on the cheap that year.
When I got hired at 97X, I was so desperate. It was weekend overnights.
Oh yeah.
But I had just gotten fired by iHeart.
Just do it.
And and that was a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I just got fired. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I just want to, same thing. My son had just been born. I just moved here. I don't want to move again.
Right.
Just give me anything.
I made a lateral move when I was working up in Louisville and came here. I made a lateral money move. It was like literally the same money. And I was like, but this is a bigger market. And I know that eventually I'll be able to do more and do, So it was one of those things where I was like, yeah, but I'm going to take it just for the market jump. And
who was here when you came? Was it just me and Moose?
It was you and Moose and Dinah.
And Dinah, yeah. That was rough, man.
I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea about the station. I didn't know how big it was. I just came in and was like,
you had never heard the show.
No, never. I didn't know anything about it. Again, remember, like a week after I asked for like Wild Splash tickets and Dinah told on me because I didn't know anything about radio at all. And I just moved here from Michigan.
And it wasn't like you ever even entertained the thought of being on the radio, right? Like growing up, you never thought about that.
She wanted to do sports stuff.
I wanted to be a sports reporter. And the guy was like, well, instead of going to broadcast school, go do an internship first to see if it's something you actually want to do.
Gotcha.
And then I was like, and then he was doing construction at Mike's house.
Yeah, and by guy, consultant, she means the guy who was building my outdoor kitchen. Did a great job.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff they say don't put on your resume, the full URL for your LinkedIn page. Just the hyperlink is fine. You don't need your full home address, city or state, whatever. Nobody needs to Google map your house and find out where you live. The same word over and over, like managed is a big one that like managed a team. I managed multiple budgets. I managed okay, we get it. You manage some stuff. A third page. No one's resume needs to be 3 pages long.
It should only be 1 page.
Yeah. 2 is fine if you worked 5 or more jobs, but yeah, that's pretty much just to have 1 sheet is fine.
And they say like after 10 years or whatever like that, like you can lose those jobs.
Right.
Like I no longer put waitressing jobs on my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to put that I mowed lawns in my neighborhood when I was 13.
Right. So at some point you take away stuff.
I had to fill out I think I was like in a deposition or something and they asked me where to go over my work history. I couldn't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm to the point where I'm like I don't know what year that was and I think I went here first, then there, then back to here. It just gets to be all too confusing. It all runs together.
I may be the worst with years.
Years are hard.
If you say like, when did this person die or what year did we do that? I have no idea.
Post 2006, I can remember everything because I got this job in 2006 and then Joey was born. So I have all those milestones to keep track of. But before that, I don't know what the years were or the months and how many. Wild. I can't remember where I worked where.
Today is National Gin and Tonic Day. Does anybody like gin and tonic?
No.
Yeah, right?
No.
Tonic is the worst thing you could ever ingest.
Right, and you're drinking a Christmas tree. Gin is like,
gin. Yeah.
Although I will tell you that, what's his name's gin was fantastic. Chef Robert Irvine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but you know how the gin has that
smoother where it
much smoother.
Yeah.
Much smoother.
Gin was a big thing with alcoholics because you could drink a bunch of gin, be drunk, and then the next morning drink a bunch of water and be drunk again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Refired it up?
Yeah, refired it up. I don't know whether that's still a thing with gin or it was the way they distilled it before or whatever, but that used to be a big thing. A lot of winos or drunks would drink gin. Bill Gates revealed that he will leave his 3 kids less than 1% of his wealth.
But how much is that?
Yeah.
Well, glad you asked.
Yeah.
Forbes estimated his fortune to be $101.2 billion. So less than 1% is still $1 billion.
Yeah. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Still getting $1 billion. I'm leaving you 1%. How much is that? $1 billion. I'm fine.
But what are you doing with the rest of it?
They're supposedly donating a lot of it.
Yeah, they do that now.
His ex-wife did.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot.
When they got divorced, like her whole settlement, I'm pretty sure she donated at least half of it.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's got to make a guy mad.
But it's
I had to
also
give you half my money and then you gave half of it away.
Yeah, but can you also imagine, having whatever it was, however many billions of dollars that she had, and she's like, I don't need all this.
You're never going to be able to spend it. Your kids are adults. You know what I mean? Like,
do some good stuff and be alive for doing the good stuff.
She gets rid of all that money and her lifestyle is exactly the same.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
She's still a billionaire.
You still do everything that
Nothing
she wants
changes.
to do. Yeah, I would have fun giving away a lot of that money. But I would give it. I wouldn't just start blanket writing checks to charities. I'd want to go to individuals. I think that would be so much fun.
like buy them a house,
Yeah,
or a
like,
car, like
hey,
get them things.
Like nothing's better than when they do the reveal on the Extreme Home Makeover. And you see those little cripple kids getting houses with ramps, or or the kid who can't go out in the sun has now got a big tarp over the backyard, and they're like, now you can live a normal life again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's some bands that are going out on tour. Blink 182 are going out on tour with Alkaline Trio. They're going to be here in Tampa on August 29th at the amphitheater. And then you have 3 Days Grace going out on tour with Breaking Benjamin. Carmen, one of your favorites. They announced a co-headlining tour. Doesn't look right now like they're going to be anywhere near Florida.
Oh, darn.
But yeah, you can check back and see. Bon Jovi, the mayor of Tom Rivers, New Jersey, claims that John Bon Jovi, and his wife Dorothea, their JBJ Soul Kitchen is bringing an influx of homeless people to the area. John and his wife say that, we're trying to end homelessness. So they have that kitchen where you can go in and you can pay what you can afford, kind of thing, whatever. And a lot of times they'll just help people out and do stuff, whatever. And then there was that completely not staged photograph of John back there washing dishes.
Yeah, although from what I
he does
understand,
work there.
she goes, and that's like her major thing,
Yeah.
So I don't know how often he's there.
Yeah.
Which can I just want to put this out there because I saw this online the other day. If you're looking for assistance with food or housing or transportation or anything like that, if you go to findhelp.org, it will literally list all the things around you. You put in your zip code and it will say you can here's a food bank, here's a place to stay, you know what I mean? Like and it will give you a list of everything.
What did you look for?
Carmen, are you doing okay?
I am, but I was looking up for some of the kids at school for Chad.
Such a good mom.
Well, I'm just saying. I just found it interesting, and like the guy who did it was a social worker, and he was like, everyone always asks, how do I know about all these places?
So put it all in one place.
Yeah. So and he was like, so here's the website, and it's for everybody. So findhelp.org if you're need assistance with.
Remember when Carmen used to be?
Thank you, Miss Carmen.
Remember when Carmen used to be stupid and she wore bikinis and stuff?
Yep.
Now look at her helping the neighborhood.
Now I'm smart and wear
one piece.
bikinis.
Yeah.
Now she's stupid, wears bikinis, and helps people. Finally in news, Loudwire.com has named the best rock band for every letter of the alphabet.
Oh, let's do this.
Okay. So there's a lot to agree or disagree with.
Sure.
Whatever.
A is already tough.
A, what do you got?
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
I was going to say AC/DC.
So we're
ABBA?
split. No, it's rock bands.
Oh, all right.
They say AC/DC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a top up. B.
Bon Jovi.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Beatles.
Beatles.
Yeah.
C.
Coheed and Cambria.
Coldplay.
Best rock
Oh, yeah.
band
Coldplay's good.
for every letter of the alphabet. C.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Canned Heat. I don't know what they sing.
Creed.
Yeah.
But Cream. Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Well, rock
Clash.
band. Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of different ones.
I accept Creed.
You accept
Yeah.
Creed?
I accept
accept
Creed.
it.
I accept Creed.
All right. D.
Deep Purple.
Ooh.
Purple.
D.
Dokken.
Dokken. Rockin' with Dokken.
Don't know.
I can't think of a D.
Def Leppard.
Oh, okay. I accept it.
Yep.
I mean, personally, I would have gone Dio, but Def Leppard, fine. All right. E.
ELO.
ELO.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
That's not a rock band.
Eagles.
Oh, Eagles.
Oh, Joe's kicking your
Joe's
guys'
good
ass.
at this.
Eagles. Eagles for E. F.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Mm. Mm.
Say it, Joe. Firefall.
Come
Foo
on.
Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
G.
Guns N' Roses.
Ah.
Gwar.
Yes. I'll change my answer.
Carmen.
Guns N' Roses.
Gotta be.
Yeah, it's got to be Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. These are the best rock band for each letter of the alphabet, according to Loudwire.com. We are on H.
Hailstorm.
Hailstorm.
Oh, the only one I can think of.
That's the same.
Oh, Hoobastank.
Wait.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
I don't have one.
Think 70s, started in the 70s. Sisters.
Hazel.
Sister
Hazel.
The Sisters.
Finally, I figured out.
Hazel.
That's not.
H. Oh, Heart.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 9.
Nope.
I.
Indigo Girls.
Incubus.
This is terrible.
In excess.
Ooh.
I don't know any.
Much better choice than what they said, and it's what Gio said.
Yeah.
Incubus.
Oh.
Ugh.
I
In
think
excess. So much
They
better.
probably forgot about it.
They must have. Jay. Best
Journey.
rock band. Journey.
Yeah.
Good one, Carmen.
Jackal.
Jackal.
I would say Journey as well.
Yeah, Journey.
Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, him too.
Jimi Hendrix Experience. K.
Kansas.
Says
Okay.
Kansas. There's a huge band. K.
Huge band for K.
Okay.
The Killers.
Oh yeah.
that's better.
Killers
Good
is a
one.
good one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Killers. Final answer.
You
I'm
can't
surprised-
keep taking.
I'm
I
surprised-
got it. Can I take it back?
Well, first off, I'm surprised you didn't go corn.
Corn.
It's not corn. Go ahead, Carmen. What do you got?
Kiss.
You
Oh!
got the best. You got the best.
Yeah.
The hottest band in the world. Kiss.
How did I not think of that?
It's hard.
I'm gonna let you know right now. If you say anything else, I'm gonna fight you. L.
Led Zeppelin.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
M.
Metallica.
No, not according to Loudwire.
What?
What?
Mastodon.
Megadeth. Mastodon. No.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Ooh, okay.
Motley Crue. Now I don't know how they're.
Rock and metal.
Yeah, I don't know if they're breaking it down. They're like Metallica's metal, so
All
they're
right.
not. This is rock.
Oh,
bands,
we'll
whatever.
assume that.
Yeah, I don't know. N.
Nirvana.
Nirvana is
Nirvana.
correct. Yes. O.
Oasis.
Coming back, baby. Oasis.
Right.
Oasis is for O. Everyone, let Mike
Yeah.
guess first.
Oh no. Oh, what? P.
P.
Fish. Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Q.
Queen.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Queen. R.
The Ramones.
Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah, Rolling
Rolling
Stones.
Stones.
Rolling Stones.
I feel like we're playing Sporkle. I don't like that.
And as
You're
usual,
losing.
I'm winning.
Yeah,
This is
stupid.
according to Loudwire. This is the best rock band for each letter of the alphabet. We are up to S.
Styx.
Sabotage.
Sticks would be a great one. Sabotage.
Sticks.
Sticks. By the way, I would like to argue. I want to go back. No offense. Pearl Jam. Police. Come on.
Police. Yeah.
Come
Police.
on.
Pearl Jam's way better.
Come on.
Did we skip L?
No.
No,
Elvis.
L was Led Zeppelin, and I
Zeppelin.
said I was going to fight anybody who
Should-
said anything.
What was the last letter on now?
Should have been Limp Bizkit.
S.
Limp Bizkit.
How
L.
dare you?
Oh, Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, T.
Well, what did they have for us?
Soundgarden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Soundgarden. T.
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Oh, T-Rex, so good.
T. I don't know.
Tool.
All
They
right.
say Tool. I mean, I would have taken Testament over that, but whatever. U.
UFO.
Ooh, nice.
You too.
Rock bottom.
All right. Yeah. You
You
too.
too.
Yeah, U2's the winner on that one. V.
Vixen.
Come on.
V is
Velvet Underground.
Violent Femme.
Come on. Are you serious?
V.
V.
Brothers?
The Brothers V. Van Halen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
You
Good
idiots.
Lord.
This is so hard.
I guess, yeah, it's easy whenever I'm looking
Yeah.
at it and stuff. W.
Weezer.
Weezer.
No.
Winger.
No.
Weezer's not on there?
No, it throws you off a little bit because there's a the before it.
The Wings.
No,
No.
not the Wings.
The
I don't know. It should be Weezer.
I don't know either.
The Who.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
X. Not much to work with there.
Anything? What do they have?
X.
Well, what is
There's
X?
ecstasy.
XTC.
What is
Yeah.
X?
X is a band.
Oh,
It's a punk band from
Yeah.
the from the
Okay.
80s.
I know King's X.
It's a rock band.
King's X.
Yeah.
Good. Y.
Yellow Card.
Mm.
Yin Yang Twins.
Mm.
Why?
Y and T.
Oh, I loved Y and T, man.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know.
When I say it, you're gonna go, yeah.
Yeah.
When I say it, you're gonna say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
And finally, according to Loudwire, best rock band for each letter of the alphabet.
Zebra.
Z.
Zeppelin.
ZZ
Again.
Top.
ZZ Top.
Zeppelin again. ZZ Top. ZZ Top is the one. Yeah.
Well, I don't disagree that much with that list. Usually we're way away from the list.
I got to be honest with you. I think if you sat down and really went through it, you could probably come up with quite a few different ones, but not bad. I mean, there's some that Creed's a fine band, whatever, but you do have Cream, you have Chicago, you have Cheap Trick, you have the Cars, you have the Clash.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different C's.
You also have Creed.
Yeah, Creed's good.
Had Creed not just made a comeback, I don't think they would have made the list.
Maybe.
Would have gone to somebody else.
Listen, Creed falls into that Nickelback category. Some people don't know why they hate them, but they hate them. But the Creed,
Right,
is a
because
good
they
band.
became a punchline.
Yeah.
Well, Scott
they're
Stapp.
good.
People hated Scott Stapp.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it.
Giant
But he went
douche.
off the end. The deep end. I gotta imagine that anybody that had that much success that quick and that young.
I think the band hated Scott Stapp. That's why they broke up.
I mean, he became a bad alcoholic too. On top of the fact that he was having mental problems.
Right.
So I do have another list that we can take a break and come back, or we can do it later on the show, or whatever we want to do. But I thought this was interesting as well. What is your favorite opening scene to a movie?
Let's get back to that because we got Cody Tucker's going to join us next, and we have to do open letter.
Yeah.
So, but I do want to go over that because that's great.
Because I have the top 10 according to this list here, or whatever, of different ones, and there's ones that you go, oh yeah, that's such a great opening scene. And those movies where you're like, I'm in. In the first 5 minutes, you're like, I'm totally into this.
Suck you right into a movie.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Cody Tucker joins us every Thursday on the show because we are not here tomorrow. He's going to join us today. We'll go over that. You can follow along at Cody Tucker at the Cody Tucker on Instagram and YouTube. And we're also on Instagram. You can find us at the Mike Calta Show. You can go like us and be our friend and look at pictures and stuff. And you'll also see a little bit of a thing in our story to let you know that on April 19th, our band Pitbull Toddler is playing at Big Top Live in Sarasota. That is the weekend after we get back from the cruise. So if you're going to be looking for something to do and catch up with your cruise buddies, April 19th, Pitbull Toddler live at Big Top Live in Sarasota. We'll take a break. Cody Tucker joins us next on 102.5 The Bone. We're just hours away from Calta Cruise 18, and somebody that will not be joining us joins us live from Texas right now, and that is our friend Cody Tucker. Cody, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, man. Doing good. How are y'all doing?
I don't know why we all think about you now with the cruise. We associate you with the cruise. Anti-cruise guy.
Oh, yeah. Always will be.
I would imagine you and Galvin, I can't believe we haven't talked about this, but I feel like you, Galvin, and Cody would be on the same page with this dire wolf thing. They had the extinct dire wolf that they brought back. Isn't that amazing? But Cody, you, of all people, should be against this, right?
Oh, I'm 100% against it.
Jurassic
Hate
Park.
it. Don't do it.
Exactly.
This is a slippery slope.
They say the woolly mammoth is next, and the next thing you know, we're bringing back T-Rexes, and that's how Jurassic Park happened.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea as well. Listen, I love dogs and stuff. Dire wolves are a whole nother level, and there's reasons things go extinct. You know what I mean?
But then with that, is there a reason things come back?
Nothing has ever come back.
Right, but now we have that technology. So now do we say... Because we can, should we? The answer is no.
All of a sudden, we're burying our dog in the pet cemetery, and it comes back and chews everyone's face off.
Yes, and then next thing you know, we've got 20-foot tall reptiles that we can't control, and they're running through the city eating children.
Well, I'm for that.
As long as they're eating children.
Well, bring back the dinosaurs. I'm cool with bringing back dinosaurs in a safe environment.
If we could put dinosaurs on an island like Jurassic Park and make people be able to go there, and that would be pretty amazing to see. Even Jurassic Park, they said, look, you can charge $1 million a day, and you would still sell tickets for people to see this.
Oh yeah, I would sell a kidney to go.
Yeah. Although I got to tell you, I think it'd be a letdown because I kind of think dinosaurs would be the same as like when you see elephants walking by. It's basically that. It's just a bigger elephant.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, I just they just need to not be bringing stuff back. Like you don't know what diseases they might have naturally had, and now we don't know. Like there's a movie called The Thaw with Val Kilmer, rest in peace, that pretty much covers this whole thing, and it didn't work out well for those people. So,
well. I don't think it's. I think that they're going to start with this, and they're going to go amazing technology. We broke through, and then it's just going to get bad. Just going to get all bad.
Yeah.
We follow Cody Tucker on Instagram at the Cody Tucker Show and also on YouTube where he does his own show. What do you got for us this week?
So first story. So in 1967, John Lennon received a letter from the same high school that he attended when he was a teenager. The letter said that in their literature class, they were analyzing Beatles lyrics. So John Lennon decided to write a song that had absolutely no meaning. It was just made up a bunch of gibberish to mess with those students. That song was "I Am the Walrus."
Cuckoo Choo.
Cuckoo Choo. Yeah.
Is that where that's the origin of that song? I always, because that's the one that they say is where part of it is telling you that Paul's dead, right?
If you
Is that
play
I Am the
backwards.
Walrus?
So,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if is that I Am the Walrus?
Is that the number 9 one?
Number 9.
There's
That's Revolution number 9.
Okay, so number 9 is when you play it backwards. Something that says like Paul is the walrus or something, or Paul. I don't remember. Paul is dead.
There's. I think Revolution number 9 at the end. If you play it backwards, it says. Well, they say it says Paul is dead.
Yeah,
that was like the myth, but. Yeah,
nothing scared me more than that when I was a kid. My mother took us to a church, and that church had a whole guy come in and talk about backward masking, and he played Led Zeppelin backwards, and nothing. I couldn't listen to any music anymore. I was so scared that it was going to talk backwards to me. And and Stairway to Heaven was bad. And the guy broke it down, Galvin. There are 2 roads you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on because you can go to heaven and you can go to hell. Oh, I was so scared. And then Prince had some backward stuff in what was that, Purple Rain on the album, and I thought Prince was a devil worshiper.
By the way, the Beatles song Revolution 9 is often cited as a song where you play backwards and it says "Turn Me On, Dead Man."
Turn Me On, Dead Man. Yeah. But there is the one song where it says Paul was the walrus.
I don't. The Beatles seem like they had a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah. Also, the drugs came into play a lot.
Yeah, drugs. A lot of just weird. they were
Cody,
doing.
That's your second best quote. The Beatles seem like they had a lot of time in their hands.
Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Glass Onion contains a lyric. Well, here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul.
See? Yeah. There you go.
Which fueled the Paul is dead conspiracy theory. Though it was written by John Lennon as a deliberate confusion of the word, not a hidden message.
All right. What else we got?
So in 1986, George Lucas agreed to be a producer of the cinema masterpiece Howard the Duck. Which I don't know if you've ever seen Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so he agreed to be a producer so that he could use the movie as a test project for his special effects company called the Graphics Group. He was under the assumption that it would be completely digitally animated, but the studio was not on board with it. They said, hell no, this movie is going to be live action. A pissed off George Lucas then said, forget it, and sold the Graphics Group. The person he sold the company to was a young man named Steve Jobs, who took the company and renamed it Pixar.
So that's how Pixar came about?
That's how Pixar. It was going to be Howard the Duck.
Now, have you seen Howard the Duck?
Oh, yeah.
That is an awful, ridiculous movie about a duck who has got the traits of a human being and actually has sex with the mother from Back to the Future.
Leah Thompson.
Yeah. That's And Howard the Duck made an appearance at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, because he is a Marvel. Yeah, he's a Marvel Comics hero. I think.
Yeah, it's based on based on a comic book.
I felt like that hurt the end credit scenes when that was the big reveal.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb, and all those kids that went to see it, they don't know who Howard the Duck is.
There's but Howard the Duck has a cult following of people for the comics and for the movie.
Oh,
I remember the biggest thing. Remember in the opening sequence when Howard's being taken from the planet. There's the duck with the duck boobs.
Yeah.
They had real duck breasts.
Yeah.
And she's in the bathtub completely topless with the duck boobs. It's the weirdest thing.
It's
the weirdest thing ever.
I don't like it.
Bring that back. Bring that back.
Yeah, feathery boobs are not really a great look
the
for
duck
anyone.
boobs was so weird.
Listen, you put that on an island, I'm going.
What do you got coming up on your show, Cody?
Probably just doing a few more little solo podcasts. That's kind of
I saw you were back. I saw you were back solo last week.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I enjoy doing that. But there's
Do you do comments and stuff, or take live any interaction with anybody, or you just ramble forever?
No, it's just rambling. I try not to have any interaction with most people in the outside world.
That freaks me out.
This is about it. Yeah,
I need to know that there's somebody there. I need to know, like, even when I do Instagram lives, I need to know that somebody is on the other side. If there's less than 100 people, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure there's not really that many people that are watching anything I do, if I had to guess. So.
I don't know, man. You got quite the following. All right. If you want to follow Cody, you can find him on Instagram and YouTube at the Cody Tucker Show. And he usually joins us on Thursdays. I appreciate you being flexible, because tomorrow we'll be in the worst place, according to you. We'll be headed on to the cruise.
Yeah, I mean, Godspeed to all of you. But, my God.
And he never heard from us again.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch up with you when we get back. Thank you, Cody.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy. There you go. Cody Tucker. A lovely lady who I'm friends with let me know on Facebook, that if you are a Universal Studios pass holder, that you can get your tickets now so that you can go check out Epic Universe before the entire population comes in.
Oh, for the preview?
Yeah. I would like to do that. I think maybe
cool.
I'll go when we get back from the cruise.
Yeah.
Check that out. All right, Carmen, should we take another break here? Because I know we're very much up against the clock.
Yes, if we take a break here, we'll be good.
All right, so then, Galvin, when we come back, we'll do the open letter, and we still got the opening scenes from movies. We got a lot of things to get to before the show. The show it's 8:41 already. It's the Mike Calta Show at 102.5 The Bone. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is an hour late, but it's time to check in with Galvin. He has a brand new. I had to give Carmen a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to people that went viral but didn't want to. Dear people that went viral but didn't want to. Seriously? So recently we got introduced to the best charter captain you'll ever meet.
Yep.
Otherwise known as Brock Horner. We've talked about this incident on the show, as I'm sure you did with your friends and family and coworkers. And we realize that everyone has a bad day. Everyone gets angry and does stupid stuff. I'm not saying that's what happened here. Could have been, but also could have been this guy's the world's biggest jackhole, and it finally caught up to him and he got his comeuppance. But here's the deal. It is 2025. Everyone from babies to grandmas have a camera. Whether it's on their phone, in their glasses, on their doorbell, or security cam, wherever you go, you're probably being recorded. If you're caught on a security cam that you don't see, that's one thing. Out of sight, out of mind. But if you fly into a rage and someone pulls out a phone and is obviously recording you, and you're going completely bananas, using racial slurs, faking a crime, beating a woman, road raging, boat raging, whatever you're doing, if recorded, could ruin the rest of your life, stop. If you see that camera come out, stop being an idiot and stop doing all that stuff and just start singing, I want to know what love is. Or, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It could even be with arms wide open. Whatever your song choice is, at least you're not saying the most horrific career and family ending things anymore. Haktua Girl made a bunch of money from going viral. Ray Gun, the breakdancer, ended her career from going viral. Some celebs have had a hard time with going viral, such as P. Diddy beating that woman on the security cam, R. Kelly doing other things with underage girls on the cam, Kanye West wearing a Klan outfit and a swastika necklace. These are guys that I'm pretty sure no matter what pleasant song they sing, they ain't coming back from that. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to people that went viral but didn't want to.
Can you think of time in your life where you did something you're like, oh God, thank God there were no cameras?
There is a camera. There is a videotape, and I'm talking old school VHS videotape out there somewhere in the world when I used to work at the nightclub. And these guys, we threw them out, and then they came back through, and they had a video camera, like the old school,
Right.
the video camera, and they were running their mouths, and we were yelling back at them. And then I'm chasing the car, and I go, "Give me that camera!" I'm trying to get the camera. I would love to see that video. Oh,
Just your face and then it's shaking.
just all running, all sweaty and yelling stuff. And give me that goddamn camera.
Do you know that I just thought of this? I had a video camera that I borrowed from somebody, and I came up here and
What'd you borrow it for?
No, well, because I wanted to be able to make movies and stuff, you know.
Okay.
And me and Moose and this other guy went down to Clearwater Beach one night with the video camera and just started interviewing people on the streets.
Yeah.
And and then the girls would be like, "Oh my God, who are you with?" And we're like, "We're the MTV Spring
Yeah,
Break."
of course. Yeah. Why not?
Because you look at me and Moose, and we look like two guys that were employed by MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're out, and I still have that tape somewhere, and I would God, it would kill me to watch it.
Well, Joe's got all the old Groove Tube stuff that he did.
The Groove Tube stuff I love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that. This is before I was ever in radio, before anything. That I got to tell you, that would be so hard, so cringy to watch.
Yeah.
Oof. I would if I find it, I'll share it with you.
Oh, I wonder if Moose has it.
I have it.
Oh, you?
Oh,
have
I
it?
know I have it. Yeah.
Just don't know where.
No, I know where it is too. I just got to go dig it out.
Is it on VHS?
It's on VHS.
Okay.
Oh, is it sitting on top of Gio's present or no?
Oh,
Wow.
All right.
it's all right, man. I'm not bothered at all by it.
I know you're not. It's just Galvin trying to make me feel bad.
I'm not a
about my
big
choices.
present guy.
Yeah, you seem a little
What?
resentful though.
No, not at
Yeah,
all.
A little bit.
Nobody likes a present.
It's a
on their-
nice present.
Nobody likes a present on their birthday or within the month.
It's a nice present.
I
Now I feel like you're not going to appreciate it.
I think I always appreciate everything.
Hmm.
I'm a very appreciative person.
That doesn't seem like it.
What do you appreciate more? A birthday present on your birthday or a promise of a present that you'll never see?
The promise. It's
Yeah?
a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something to dream about.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Sorry, I have to write. I can't if Zero Res is here. I should just say it to her. She's probably listening. She's got to go. She's got a new job, and she's got to go into work today.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's wanting me to do all these things. All of a sudden, I got to be errand boy while she's at the job.
Does she not know you have a cruise tomorrow?
I got a crew. I've done no laundry. I have to do all my laundry today, and I have Zero Res on their way here. I mean,
She's got to go to the office. She's office now.
yeah.
Corporate Amanda.
Oh, she's so. I got to tell you, she's like, I need Zero Res to do this, and this, and I got to tell them to do all this stuff. And then she's like, it shouldn't take them that long. Oh, really? Like you know, like you're the carpet cleaning expert. Joe, don't get married.
Well, all right.
Oh, man. Yep. Get ready.
As Joe puts the ring away that he was going to propose on the cruise, Mike said not to. I'm going to
Michael
put this
said
away.
no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Sugar Pants.
Didn't Plain Ken get engaged on our cruise?
Was it on the cruise or was it he got engaged and then went on the cruise right after? It may have been on the cruise. I think it was on the cruise. I think you might be right.
was.
Yeah.
Did not get married.
No.
Remember when Chubbs got married on the cruise?
Yeah.
Yes.
Carmen,
Yeah.
you remember that?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I remember Carmen was in the wedding.
Yep.
Was
Well,
amazing.
was she?
was
It
supposed
It looked,
to be.
it looked great.
I officiated the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bridesmaid.
That
right,
can't
Carmen?
be. That can't be real. You officiated. It was in some other country.
Yeah.
None of that can be
Of
right.
course it's right.
No.
They're married and they have a kid now.
That's like John Brennan got married by a lady.
Oh, that's not
Same
real.
thing, yeah.
Can't be a thing.
That was like their third wedding anyway.
Who?
Chubbs.
Chubbs.
And
It
Angie.
was?
Yeah, they got married on air. They got married for real, like at the courthouse or something, like with their family
Yeah,
and
once you
stuff.
get married at the
then it
courthouse, it's
doesn't-
real.
Then it doesn't matter.
But I'm saying like that literally was like their third ceremony or something. I still feel bad about it.
Were
Don't
they-
like take that away,
No,
but
there's-
I'm just
Were
I
they
do
legit-
feel bad.
They legit angry that you didn't show up?
Yes.
I couldn't
She
tell.
was in the wedding.
I know that, but I couldn't tell at the time if it was like
Oh
they're
no.
just, angry or not angry.
She was pissed. Still pissed about it.
Carmen, do me a favor. Do not say her name. Does anybody else know her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just said it.
I know, but
Oh,
I didn't know whether everybody heard it.
Yeah, I see them both on social media all the
okay.
time.
You could have put a gun to my head. What is her name?
Angie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't remember that.
Yeah. Carmen, what's worse? You not showing up to their wedding, or I was
Skipping Johnny B's wedding?
no, that was nothing.
Skipping Joe's wedding.
oh.
No, that was nothing. I have a friend who was on the show one time, my friend James from high school. His son has a rare disease. He was the one that climbed Mount Everest Okay.
This already sounds worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go you guy.
Yeah.
But continue, maybe.
Yeah.
Like
Let us know.
Carmen being hungover and not getting off the boat on time.
It was my alarm.
He had a gala, like a benefit gala to raise money for the fight against the disease. And for some reason, I was one of the honorees of the gala.
Oh, no.
Because I had shed some light on it through the media, through the show and all that stuff. And I did not go.
Way worse.
But you knew about it.
Oh, yeah.
You knew about it. And did you say you were going to be there? That face is telling me yes.
Way worse.
Think so?
I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
Think so? I don't really remember.
I'd love to be honored.
Was there any fallout? Was there any, hey, man, you didn't show up?
I haven't spoken to anybody.
Oh, no.
Because you have not been receiving calls or emails, or
I didn't get any follow-up like, hey, man, where were you? Or are you still coming? Or, I just kind of fell off. I got busy and I forgot about it.
Do you think there was a moment where they were like talking about you and they're Mike Calta, if you stand up?
No, I think they knew beforehand.
Spotlight.
Yeah.
Empty
was
chair.
empty
Probably
Searching
could
for
not
no
make
one.
it. Too busy with the previous
He's helping,
obligations.
yeah, helping other kids with diseases.
Mike, we know you're here. Stand up and be
No,
recognized by the
I thought
assembly.
I thought about this the other day, and I felt bad for a second. I was like, "Oh, that's
For a second, you felt
yeah."
bad.
I gotta tell you, I don't have that bone in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only feel bad for a minute.
Was
It's
this-
like when I get angry, I only get angry for a minute.
And how's this guy your friend?
We went to high school together,
Oh, yeah. Who cares?
and we stay in touch. He was on the show.
Yeah. A lot of people have been on the show.
It's true, Gio. I'm on
Yeah.
your side. It's a good thing I didn't go.
He was the one that was going to do that race through the desert or whatever,
Yes.
and all that stuff that
Oh,
Spanish
yeah.
said he was going to do too.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
He was trying to talk me into it.
Yeah,
Said
he
no.
reached out to me afterwards and said, "Hey, can I get a hold of Spanish?" He said he wanted to go. He's not doing that.
No.
He's not doing that with you.
Yeah.
Spanish, who had flat feet and never ran a race in his life, was going to do this ultra marathon.
Through a desert.
Yeah, through a desert. I was
With
like,
a 20-pound rucksack,
Yeah.
40-pound rucksack.
Amanda has a rucksack.
Mm.
She wears it when she works out.
did she call it Mike?
No, no, it's only 20 pounds or so. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I wear Chad's like bulletproof vest that he got.
Why? Did they give it to all the teachers at the school?
No, they probably should though.
Oh, yeah.
But no, he bought it like back COVID times when things were getting weird,
Right.
and there was like whatever on Amazon.
I don't think that'll stop COVID.
No, but it was like when people were like getting scared of people like loitering and breaking into your house and stuff, and the world was just crazy, right? Like Mike started stockpiling. Anyway,
Best time ever.
yeah, he got so he has a bulletproof vest and it's like 30 pounds. So I wear that when I walk on my treadmill or on my walking pad.
Oh, can I shoot you?
No, absolutely.
With a low caliber from a long distance.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it on Geo.
No.
But
I
you know that vest won't fit me.
Vest not suitable for burger guys.
No.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Carmen,
Yes,
do we even have Chris Brown tickets?
we do.
This guy really wants them.
Yeah, he called yesterday. This is the guy that you hung up on.
I did.
Yeah, because he called. He was like, I just want Chris Brown tickets. And you're like, nope, it's the end of the show.
But you did tell him to call back today.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Is he a fan
You
or
said
is
try again tomorrow.
trying to get him for somebody else?
Hector, are you a Chris Brown fan or who are you trying to get him for?
Actually, my wife is a diehard Chris Brown fan. I'm like you guys. I have no idea what one song is. It's just that Spearmint Gum song,
Yeah.
Double Dip Pleasure. That's the only one that I know of. But my wife is a diehard, and I was heartbroken when Carmen said no. It wasn't
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Carmen said
That's
no.
right. Carmen tried to put it on me. And
Has-
then,
It was
Yeah.
Mike. It was Mike.
Has your wife seen the pictures of
Yeah.
his wiener? Because he leaked those out one time.
there was.
Oh yeah, she's always. Oh, she. I think she has it like on her favorites. I think
Do you know that that's what he beat
Yeah.
Rihanna up with?
It's
his wiener.
impressive.
Yeah.
probably.
Hector, I'm going to put you on hold. We'll give you those tickets, okay?
Awesome. I love you, Mike.
I thank you, and I am going to tell you that they will probably be crappy seats. I'm not going to lie to you, but at least you'll be in.
That's okay.
All right, brother.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold. Just be patient. Carmen will grab you during the break.
No problem.
right,
That's
thank
all I have.
you. Yeah. Listen, if you got a guy who really wants to go that bad and he's nice enough to listen 2 days in a row and call back, he deserves the tickets.
I would go to his charity event.
This guy does not
Oh.
deserve the tickets. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, what's up, Mike Calta? It's your man, Mr. Lesson Man.
I'm going to make you a deal, okay?
Yeah.
This is Calta
Yeah.
Cruise 18. On the boat on Sunday, we're going to announce Calta Cruise 19, and then before you know it, Calta Cruise 20 will be here. If you're still alive for Calta Cruise 20, I will take you on Calta Cruise 20.
Oh, wow.
I will be alive. I'm very healthy. I just went to my cardiologist last week.
I'm sorry, you went
and
where?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Where'd you go?
I went to my cardiologist, my heart doctor.
I'm starting to hear you, and then you trail off. You're going to what doctor?
Cardiologist.
Oh, okay.
They say one of the first things with heart problems is being able to pronounce certain words.
Slurred speech.
Yeah.
I have a speech impairment because I'm missing a couple of teeth, and that's why it messes me up.
You don't have dental?
I lost a couple of teeth in the back, and that's why I talk kind of funny. I have dental insurance,
Like
but
in the backyard?
Yeah.
no, back teeth.
Oh.
Way in the back.
What do you got
They
this
were
weekend?
pulled out, extracted.
What's on the concert calendar this weekend?
I think Chicago Friday.
Chicago at the Sound?
Yeah.
Mm.
And locally in my neighborhood at the Stockyard. His name is Cooper Allen.
Cooper Allen. That's a real country name right there.
Yeah.
I like the Stockyard.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd hang out there if I
It's
remember.
a cool place.
Yeah.
And they're always pretty well there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go, but I'm gonna make you a deal. If you're still alive for Calta Cruise 20, I will take you on the cruise.
You're damn well under your alive.
You're damn
And my
well.
birthday's coming up. Hopefully, I have AC/DC or Metallica tickets coming up around that time because my birthday's May 30th.
May 30th, you will be 76 years old.
Not yet. I'll be 74.
74. Okay. Well, I can't
Really?
remember.
You don't think
Relax.
you gotta write things down or something?
I can't remember if you were older than my dad or younger than my dad. You're younger than my dad.
Kind of.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
It's right
Kind
on.
of.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, happy birthday. I have no AC/DC or Metallica tickets for you.
Hopefully you guys do. And
No,
if
no, we
you gotta-
definitely don't. I'm
That's
telling you,
his
we
birthday,
definitely
though.
don't. Not even for your call
I
your
mean,
friend.
Mike Oliver knows that full stuff. Rabbit
No.
shot it. How he
Call-
magician.
Call Mike. Call Ronnie Michaels. The Big Rig's got him for you. Ricker has him.
Yeah. By the way, I did see a couple of good movies. Check out the Minecraft. It's a fun flick to see.
Is it?
He's got the pass.
Oh yeah, I highly recommend the animation. Jack Black. The movie was superb and it was pretty hilarious at the time. And another fun flick to see is The Working Man with Jason Statham.
Statham.
No, Statham. It's
Statham.
Statham.
Mhm.
All right.
I can't wait to see
Whatever your
the
person name.
Minecraft with all the
It's a kick-ass movie.
Shut up! I'm
and it's
talking.
about a,
God damn it! With all the blurbs of
Yeah.
superb medicine
Yeah.
man, Palm Harbor. Yeah,
Imagine you go to the Minecraft movie, you look over, and Medicine Man's there.
laughing out
Yeah,
loud,
just loving
enjoying
it.
it like the kids. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
N4.
N4. What's up, N4? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike, I was thinking, y'all was talking about getting them extension cords on the cruise.
Yeah.
If you have a suitcase that you don't care too much about that have a lining, take a razor and cut the lining and stick the extension cord down in there and glue it back together.
M4 used to do some stuff back in the day.
I know, but I would imagine that they could still, with the X-rays, see through the lining as much as they could see through the suitcase.
Yeah, as long as
I don't think they do X-rays on the cruise, do they?
Yeah. That's how they get the stuff in there. That's how they know what's in your suitcase.
That's
They
how
pull geos out.
They got me last year.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can do it where you can plug the cord into itself, whatever, and it's through there, it may just look like it's just
part of the suitcase.
Thing. Yeah.
All right, N4, I'll give it a shot.
Hey, well, y'all have a wonderful time on the cruise, man. Enjoy it.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
Good
buddy.
to hear from you. There you go, our fourth black listener, N4. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Your wife keeps dyeing that goatee. Why don't you have her buff that wart off the center of your forehead that's always lit? It's driving me nuts, man.
I don't have a wart. It's just like a little. Oh, why you hang up? I'm trying to talk to you.
He's the worst.
Oh. It's not a wart. I have like a little mole kind of thing.
By the way, I'm almost positive that guy looks like Pierce Brosnan. Like he's
sexy.
Definitely super handsome and should be commenting on other guys' looks.
Isn't that the guy that calls all the time and insults me?
Steve.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
I forgot how that song goes out. Promises.
Yeah.
Is that about me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I
It's a
forgot.
long time since we did that.
It's been so long.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'll see you at the next fundraiser. Love you.
See, now that's good. That's better than Steve.
Yeah.
I hate this show. We'll take a break. When we come back, Galvin started talking about it before the break. It is the top movie opening scenes, the movies that just grab you in from the opening scenes. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
Started reading again this year, and I forgot how annoying and fun it is at the same time.
How did your I'm a Stupid Knight book go?
It was good. The night book was good. The album.
What was it called?
Remember, I'm a Stupid Knight?
A Knight in Rusty Armor.
Yeah.
Was that the book you were reading in between the breaks?
Yeah, that one and The Alchemist I was reading.
Mom the Tree Man gave it to him.
Yeah, they're great. They're both great books. But
and you just stopped reading?
No, I just stopped reading in here because every time I would take a book out during the break, everyone would make fun of me. So I was like,
it's not the appropriate time to read books.
You did it one time so we would see you reading.
I did do it.
A changed man. He reads.
Spanish.
Man.
You never read a book in here. You never read a book in here before.
I don't recall ever seeing you with a book.
Then you went through your thing, your life changed, you were turning into a butterfly, and you just one day you read a book, and you thought we weren't going to say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. You know what?
If I came in here,
can you just stop yelling at me? I just want to not be yelled
at.
If
I came in there with those sticks that you
and just during the break, you went in the corner and started doing that.
So you're saying that nobody would go, "Hey, what's with the sticks?"
If during the breaks, I pulled out a tub of margarine and started making the Close Encounters model, didn't you think somebody would say something?
I agree. I could see how reading silently is the same as playing with sticks or playing with margarine.
It's a hobby.
It's a notice me thing.
That you didn't do before that you're doing now. I love that he's right and we're wrong.
I'm not.
Everybody else in the room is telling you that's.
You're all telling me what my intentions are. That's bananas.
Right. You should understand. You don't want you're lying to yourself.
I don't think. I don't think you knew what your intentions were.
Yeah. I don't. I just don't want to argue. Like
it was the same with your Tampa Bay Lightning shirt yesterday.
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
I feel like we should all find hobbies during the break.
Yeah. I bought a model airplane. I'm going to start building that during the break.
I would like to work on a puzzle. I got
My hobby used to be napping during the breaks, but I don't really do that much.
I'm actually going to start doing bird calls.
If you start attracting birds.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carmen.
You can't take my thing.
What's a good commercial break hobby?
Yeah. Any points for Chi-Chi? Does anybody know?
I don't believe
Any
I had
points for Chi-Chi Rodriguez?
No.
I don't
not
think
famous.
I don't. Oh,
you get extra
very
points
famous
if you have played at the Chi-Chi Rodriguez golf course in downtown Clearwater.
Do you think your BS coach is more famous than Chi-Chi Rodriguez?
I would say they're comparable.
You're insane.
Listen,
Chi-Chi Rodriguez has been famous my entire life.
Just so you know, everybody thinks you guys are wrong.
Not everybody.
Doing this to spite
everybody.
me, which is the truth.
You're
You're
just
the
like
only
Spanish.
one.
You're just like Spanish. You're not listening to the room.
Go read it.
Why don't you go get a book?
I constantly do it. You guys are doing it to spite me because it's your little ha-ha
The
funny
biography
joke.
of Mike Martin by
It'll be
Gio.
so funny if we just pretend we don't know this person's on the internet and famous.
Oh, he is on the internet, and he is a famous coach, just not a celebrity.
Your facade has been exposed to the world.
Listen, Chi-Chi Rodriguez
I'll
died.
see
Have to
ya.
show some respect.
Hey, I'll see you at the Sad Weirdos on Saturday.
I'll see you at the book club.
I think that maybe Gio. Did you go see Porky's when I was in the theater like I did? I think
No.
I watched a lot of adult movies.
You
when I
guys
was a
are
kid.
much older than I am. So Porky's was out.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I think the fact that I watched totally adult movies and TV shows and all that, so I think my head was already there.
Yeah,
you know
And
what I'm saying?
literally every 80s movie was all about just trying to bang girls. Yeah.
I think that you guys went to high school in the 80s and I went to the high school in the 90s. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know.
You were in the AIDS territory. Everybody was scared of AIDS.
Like I was in high school for like 95 to 98.
Yeah. Were you really?
Yeah.
That's very depressing.
And when did American Pie come out?
98. I remember we all
so
went,
how-
You were in
old is-
high school in 95 to 98. I was on 98 Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were like 17 when American Pie came out.
I think what it did, it was 99, 98 or 99 maybe. I remember watching American Pie in high school. We all went to see it.
Can I just tell you who the new hot girls are these days? Like the new hot girls aren't Hooters waitresses. They're real estate agents.
Oh my God! You're
Look at this chick on TV right now. She's talking about real estate on Fox 13. She's smoking hot, and then I start thinking about all the real estate girls that I know now, all just smoking hot.
They're like the drug reps of yesterday.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Joe.
Yep.
They're the drug reps of yesterday. It's exactly what it is.
They have categories for that. The open house. 99.
99.
Pie,
So I just graduated high school.
Yeah.
I was 8.
Yeah.
You were in high school while I was rocking the Bay.
Yeah. I graduated in 98.
You were probably on your way to school listening to Ned Bits.
I 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I sit in the parking lot of high school. Yeah.
I started doing radio the year after American Pie. So I started in 2000.
Man, Y2K, you decided to go into radio. I like it.
Were you guys in school? I mean, like years.
Oh, yeah. At the time, it was like the best thing.
Yeah. Oh, it was, dude.
We'd talk about it. All my friends would talk about it all the time. Oh, did you hear this? You hear that? Yeah, man.
You guys weren't MJ and BJ fans?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Milton Fludge Cow.
Yeah. I never liked that. I think because I knew that they were all fake. You know what I mean? So like
at the time there was no internet, so you couldn't. You kind of felt that it was real.
No, but you're younger.
Yeah.
And the creativity that went into that, nobody was doing that. So to produce a long bit like that and make people believe that it was real is.
The only one I remember is it was like trapped in a porta potty. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. If you listen to him now, it's like Carmen trying to watch Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not funny at all.
When you go back, it doesn't hold up. But at the time, I was like, oh my God, he's trapped in the porta potty.
And if you're still doing that, it's rough.
I
even more true.
I 100% remember hearing you when I was in high school on that show. Yeah.
That's
Rocking the
crazy.
Bay.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing to me is that I recall listening to things when I was and then all of a sudden I'm in radio. So you're listening to the show, now you're on the show.
I remember I think the first time I ever saw you, they were selling CDs at like the Gulfview Square Mall
100%.
for like a meet and greet. And it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go get the CD.
What if Gio's just playing the long game and he's eventually going to kill you?
Finally.
I'll get a job there. I'll meet him. Then I'll start working for the show. And then I'll eventually kill
I
him.
want to say it was Camelot Music or one of the...
We were at Camelot Music in a Gulfview Square Mall. And there was a Bed Bath & Beyond down the hall. This smoking hot blonde comes in and she's like, hi. We came to say hi. We're from Bed Bath & Beyond, and we wanted to give you these tester lotions. And I said to the girl, "Can I test it right now?" And she goes, "Sure." And I go, "Can I rub them on your legs?" And she's like, "Sure." Next thing I'm rubbing the girl's legs. That girl I ended up banging.
Yeah,
that was that. I wasn't in high school, but it was good times.
And right around that same time was the first time I saw Medicine Man at a liquid lunch at the Wing House in Newport Richie.
Yeah. It seemed like Medicine Man was just born the way he is now.
Yeah.
Like he was born 70 years old with an afro.
That was probably 1997, and he looks exactly the way he hasn't changed. He's not aged at all.
I joined a new Facebook group yesterday. It's called Medicine Man, the Man, Myth, and the Legend. I joined it yesterday. I am now a member of the group. Yeah.
When I first got down here, we were doing the Fatty McPatty, whatever, and Medicine Man was there. So that was 17 years ago, and he looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Fatty McPatty.
We did. We tried to find the fattest listener for St. Patrick's Day, and it was a girl.
I love it.
She was big girl, tipping close to 4.
Didn't she wind up coming back and doing the arm wrestling?
I don't remember. My memory... It's weird. I can remember stuff from high school like it was yesterday, but I can't remember anything we did on the show.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at you.
Over there at what high school?
Gulf High School.
All you kids going to Gulf High School today thinking that it sucks and that you're going to be a loser for the rest of your life. Yeah. Look at Gio.
Gio's proof you are. Yep. I would love to hear somebody like that, David Bryan, playing and not doing Bon Jovi stuff.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he's amazing and he does cool stuff with Bon Jovi, but he's also background. Like I would love to hear him do some stuff where
he's a Tony Award winner too.
Right. I mean, he's very accomplished. Yeah, absolutely. So I would love to see somebody like that you don't see out front.
Yeah.
To play. That'd be cool. Yeah. Just the fact that he wrote and plays dun 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 dun. That is such a cool little thing. That dun 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 dun.
What is that?
From I'm trying to think.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm trying to help you.
Chun, 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 chun.
Yeah. Hold on. It's going to drive me crazy if I can't.
I mean, I felt like I was there.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. That's not it, though. No.
Hope you enjoyed your montage of Aerosmith music. It's the Mike Calta Show, 921 and 102.5 The Bone. The day before Calta Cruise 18. Very, very excited. Very excited. Oh, man. Joe, how's it going with Zero Res?
It's going good, Michael.
What are they doing?
Well, Gio is moving his car right now so he can get past, so he can get close enough to do all the zero resing.
All right. I got to get things zero resed up.
I wonder if is Joey home. Do you know?
I don't know.
You see his car out there?
His car is still in the driveway.
It is.
Yeah.
So he's home. Because he's going to wake up later and try to leave, and Cirrus is going to be behind him. It's a cluster. I got to get Waterman out here to stretch out that driveway. My driveway is long, but it's not very wide. Cars can't pass each other easily, not without gullying out my lawn, which has been done before. It's a problem I have here, and I got to have them do the pavers and widen that driveway. Now I got Zero Res here. I got Waterman coming out. Superheat and Air was here fixing the air. I'm telling you, got my Stingray Chevrolet car in the driveway. I wouldn't tell you to use them if I wasn't using them.
Everything right before you're going to go on the cruise.
My wife just piled everything on me.
Oh, it's a lot.
Oh, I have a job now, so you have to do everything. Mm-hmm. Zero Res has to clean, and she's like, "Are you going to take our taxes over today?" I go, "I don't know. I can't leave while Zero Res is here." And she's like, "It's not going to take more than 3 hours, all right?" Then I got
sounds just like her. Too.
Right. Then I got to go take the taxes to Rob DeMarco, and then from there I got to go pick up my daughter and take her to the dentist. That's not my job. How did I get that job?
What?
That's your daughter.
I know, but I'm just saying. Normally I don't have to do these things.
Michael.
Yeah, Carmen.
I did get some information about your extension cord.
Okay.
Because you have a CPAP machine. It is used for a medical use.
Yes.
Therefore, you need it. Therefore, they will allow you to bring it on, or they'll ask your steward to bring it to you.
Yes, that's what I assumed. I was going to put it in the bag with my CPAP.
Yes, and say that's what you need it for.
I do. I mean, that is exactly what I need it for.
Right. So therefore, they have to let you have it.
Very nice.
All right.
Thank you. Who told you that?
Just a random listener texted me.
You know, that's if the random listener texts you, it must be true.
By the way, another thing, kind of along those lines, did you know how they do? You can't bring in this size purse or this bag or whatever into different venues,
like at the stadium,
or a concert or anything like that. If you do have your medical marijuana card, you can get those in because you have your medication in that.
So you could take a bigger bag with your medical marijuana card.
They have a line that you can go to. You can just ask one of the security people, say, I have medication that I have to have with me, and then they go through a different line, whatever.
Very interesting.
Yeah, how about that?
Very interesting.
How about that? I wish I knew that before I threw away a $1,500 Gucci purse.
You did too, didn't you?
100%.
I know you did. Oh,
threw it away and bought another one for her.
Oh, that had to hurt a little.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
That's so funny.
But also, I told her, I go, I'm giving this to you. Happy birthday or Merry Christmas, whatever it was. You can never bring it to a venue again.
Right.
Like,
this isn't happening again.
If you're going to go to some stadium or whatever, I'll buy you a $10 fanny pack from Target.
Yep.
And you can put the stuff in there.
I got to tell you, fanny pack's the way to go.
Fanny pack's the way to go, bro. By the way, don't forget your fanny pack for the cruise.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, what do you mean?
I'm not wearing a fanny pack on the cruise. For what?
For everything.
You don't need to carry anything.
Your phone,
your pass,
your set and sail card, your passport or birth certificate. If
so
you
you're
get
saying
off
on the ship you will wear a fanny pack?
Yeah. And excursion, like when we go to Coco
I'm
Cay.
not knocking it. I just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, I started that trend.
Fanny
by
packing?
the way.
Fanny packing?
packs on the cruise.
I
Yes.
remember Carmen like matching fanny packs for
To
different
my
days.
bathing suits,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and I had like I had this shiny pink one to go with my pink bikini.
Same.
I had an American flag fanny pack.
USA.
USA. Exactly. So yeah, I just want to let you know you're welcome.
Wow.
I am the leader of the
I was
fanny
wondering
packs.
why I had a shiny pink fanny pack.
Yeah,
It's because of you.
yeah, exactly.
Thank
So
you.
mine and you got jealous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not bringing a fanny pack. I am. I'll tell you what. I'm bringing the fan. I'm bringing the fan. I'm bringing the CPAP and all that stuff. Extension cord. But I am also bringing a small backpack for when we get off the ship.
Right. So instead of a fanny pack.
Right. Like, but I mean, I'm talking about for when we go to the ports.
Right.
I'm taking a little backpack with me just so you can put your sunblock and other stuff in there.
Okay, and I have been corrected. You cannot bring your own extension cord,
They will
but
give
they
you-
will give you one
Why though?
for
Why
your
couldn't you just bring your
CPAP.
own?
Probably because there's ones that have too much power or take too much from it, and it will blow a fuse or something. So it has to be regulated somehow. But since you have a CPAP machine, if you ask for one, they will give you one.
Because then if you do that, if you use a cord that takes too much power, Carmen has to shovel more coal in her room.
She's down there.
I have to stay in my room longer and work.
JoJo got the suite then, the last one.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. What happened?
Not people who have been on the show for years.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Where'd that come from?
That's what you said yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I thought that just came up now.
Well, no.
No. Gio's just instigating. Gio, did you get a suite?
He was festering.
No,
Yeah.
I got a balcony though, which is nice.
Nice.
Finally.
Carmen's got a balcony.
I didn't get a balcony.
No, I don't.
How did Gio get a balcony? You don't have
You guys don't have balconies?
No.
Oh.
Gio's lying.
No, he's not. I know where his room is.
Yeah.
I have a balcony. I've always had a balcony.
No balcony.
I've got a
I have a
piano.
suite.
I'm quitting.
I got
I'm
a
not,
bar and
I'm,
a piano in my
I'm
room.
not going.
Galvin said, "You want a suite? Ask for a suite."
Yeah.
Carmen, the best room I had was the bed when you got in there naked with me.
Yeah, but I was not naked. Let's not put that out there.
Carmen, you were naked.
I had a t-shirt on that went down to my knees. It was a nightgown.
I can feel the heat
from your
lady parts.
Yeah. It's
on
hot.
my legs.
Listen, even if I had pants on, you would have been able to feel that heat.
That's an infection.
Yeah, you may want to go to the doctor.
That's not normal.
That was the
that
weirdest.
extension cord's too hot.
That was the weirdest, hottest thing ever. It was like kind of like but I don't understand how I'm getting aroused. This is my sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is very weird.
Don't say
didn't
that.
expect it to happen.
Do you think she was farting and that's why it was so hot?
Oh, Gowan, I'm telling you. She got in the bed and she was laying next to me, and all of a sudden on my knees, I could feel the heat, and I was like, oh, God. Yeah, it was hot.
Pretty sure that was just the sun coming through your big
Carmen,
window.
I know the difference between private heats and sun.
Okay.
We were under the covers. Why? Listen, it's a good thing you had a hot area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just stop talking.
He's
about
trying.
I'm
by
sorry,
the way,
is Chad getting mad?
Carmen, he's trying to confuse you so you don't think about JoJo having the suite.
Oh, I don't care. I'm used to it. Whatever.
By the way, on to point out, my wife was in the other room. And so was Pete. It wasn't
exactly.
like
Thank
me and
you.
Carmen were rolling around naked.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys do at your swingers party, we don't.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
The worst.
You took your pineapple shorts off.
How I wish. My wife, I go, hey, Carmen, and she'd go, oh, thank you, but no thank you. Like she
Listen.
so politely destroys all our dreams.
I got your wife to kiss me, so
You did?
I'm the
You got
closest.
everybody to kiss you.
Yeah, I did.
Not me. We have never touched lips.
No,
No.
but I have kissed your wife.
That's fine.
You're
It's
welcome.
Kissed
way
my
better.
wife. She kissed me.
Yep.
So how come you didn't kiss me?
You didn't want it.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure
Can't
you were
see
like
that's true.
you were playing poker or something. We were all at the bar and you were still
You're right.
playing
We were
poker.
in the
But
casino.
yeah, but we were all at the bar having a good time and you were off doing something else.
Yeah, don't bother me while I'm playing poker.
Yeah.
Don't even try to kiss me while I'm playing poker.
I will not
That does
try
not
and kiss
apply
you.
to all the other women on the
Yeah.
boat. Just
Ladies, please
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
try and kiss. I know
Ladies,
you want
try to
to.
control
Yeah.
yourself.
I know you want to.
This is not the time. I'm available for kisses all the
Yeah.
time, except for when I'm
Kissing
gambling.
booths will be open from 1 to 1:30.
Try to keep down the heat in your private area.
Yeah. That gets me all worked up.
By the
man.
way, the kissing booth is right next to the hot dog stand.
All right. As it should be.
I don't know what turns me on more.
Those aren't hot dogs.
That is sauerkraut. Okay. Let's get to this list before we run out of time for the show.
Okay, so this is the list that they put together of your favorite opening scene in a movie. Can you think of one right off the bat? I mean, they put out a list of 26 here. I have the top 10 that they say are the best.
So I'm going to tell you two that I thought of, and I don't know that they make the list. One of them is Goodfellas, because Goodfellas is my favorite movie, but also it opens up with that future sequence of them stabbing Billy Bats.
Number 5, Goodfellas,
Goodfellas.
1990. Jimmy, and Tommy brutally and fatally beat a gangster in the trunk of the car, followed by Henry's voice saying, "As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster."
Yeah, and then
that
it
is
rolls
a
right
great
into young
opening.
Henry, and you're in it.
Yeah.
I love movies that show you the future, and then you have to go
Yep.
back and figure out how you got there.
So good.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
All Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
And the first time they ever did, you're probably wondering how. Yeah, that was great, but now so many people have done it.
Another one that I think is a great first scene of a movie that did not make this list, I will tell you, is Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
When
is
I went
not
to
on
go
the
see
list.
Return of the Jedi, and you didn't know what, like Luke and Darth Vader had just established that they were father and son. They had the fight. Luke fell. This was happening. Nobody knew what was going on. And then the next scene is Luke showing up at Jabba's thing to go free Han Solo. That was awesome. That was awesome.
I would say New Hope is even better. Darth Vader comes in right at the beginning. You have no idea who the hell's this guy. It opens with the ship being chased, and then Darth Vader gets on. That's the first time you see him, Darth Vader.
He was so menacing when we were kids.
You're like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah. And to think that he was just a sad man under there.
He was misunderstood.
Sad man.
Yeah. Sad man that didn't know his voice wasn't going to be in the movie.
Sad man, and he was so sad because his wife died, and he can't find his kids.
And he was tricked.
No wonder why he was so sad.
He was tricked
by his best friend.
I thought you meant the actual actor.
Well, the actor was sad too. That guy had no idea he wasn't going to be in the movie.
Right.
He's over there acting out all his lines, and all he did was physically do the movie.
Have you ever seen the clips of him in the mask, like talking?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's very
awful.
awkward.
Yeah.
It's awful.
He's like this.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's got an English accent. It's really sad.
No good.
Oh, okay. Well, those are my two guesses.
All right.
How about the opening scene in Inglourious Bastards?
Inglourious Bastards, Joe, number 7. Waltz interrogates a farmer who is hiding Jews under the floor.
No,
and it pulls out the big pipe.
Yeah.
By the way, do you ever watch any of the stuff where they break down what all the visualizations? Wow.
What's the word you're looking for?
Visual. I don't know. I can't even say
Visualization.
visualizations.
Visualization.
That's a hard word.
I don't know that I've ever used that word.
Visualization.
See, it's hard.
Visualization.
Visualizations.
Visualizations.
Aluminum.
You have to say the full thing and break it down. Visualizations. That's the word.
Aluminum.
Good Lord. But they were saying about how in that opening scene, how he pulls out his pipe and starts smoking, and then Christoph Waltz pulls out his bigger pipe, his bigger pipe, and very Sherlock Holmes type pipe, where he's searching for the people and he already knows that the Jews are under there and he's interrogating him and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting the way they do it, and the fact that the way they do the shot on the farmer. It's a wide shot of him, and then Christoph Waltz is just
Very
his
tight.
face, and then it backs up once you know that he knows that the Jews are under the floor. It's wild the way they break it down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You
such
never
a
saw
good
it?
movie. I mean, it's you got to know it's good. It's Tarantino.
No, I know.
You
but
said about Django forever. You're like,
no.
then
Here's
you finally
why.
watch it.
I've already seen the end.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I know,
It doesn't
I know.
matter.
Yeah.
There's so many good things in there, and there's so many stories within it that makes it so good.
I know. I do have to watch it.
Yeah.
Also about that scene, that's the longest opening scene in the history of movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's interesting. What? Some other ones? Any other ones?
I
you
was
think
going to
of?
say The Hangover.
The Hangover.
It opens with Bradley Cooper. He's on the phone.
Yeah,
he's like,
they-
he's
Yeah.
like, we effed up.
Yeah.
and that's a
That flash forward,
too as well. Yeah, for sure.
He's like, I'm sorry, we effed up.
Yeah.
And then it cuts.
What a great idea for a movie.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great idea.
The sequel stunk, but the first
I
one.
didn't think they stunk. They just were rehashed.
The
They
third
were the
one,
exact same
I
thing.
didn't see the
third one was
I didn't
horrible.
see the
Second
third
one was all right.
When you have an idea like that makes you go, why didn't I think of that?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows bachelor parties. Everybody knows going to
But
Vegas.
can I tell
Everybody,
you?
you know what I mean?
Can I tell you that it was not? What's the difference between that movie and Bachelor Party? Like, what's I know the difference. What's the difference between your idea for a movie and the movie that they made?
What do you
They
mean?
made it with 3 fantastic actors and a great director. You
But
know?
also, Zach Galifianakis wasn't that known.
No, but
Either was
you
Bradley
know,
Cooper,
but you
really.
know how funny Zach Galifianakis is, and you know what he can bring to something. Bradley Cooper is a a trained actor,
But
and-
he wasn't a star at
Yeah.
that point. Neither was Ed Helms. They didn't really know.
Oh,
you know?
I think Bradley Cooper was.
He wasn't a star.
No.
He
That
wasn't
wasn't
a
a
star
household
then.
name.
No, he wasn't.
No, because he had been in
wasn't.
Wedding Crashers. He was always like a third or
Oh,
fourth.
you're right.
Like
that
he
was about
never,
Wedding Crashers time. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
He-
really what I think. That's really what
Pushed him
propelled
for-
him to
yeah.
like A-list was
That
Hangover.
was the first one. Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
had been in movies, but he was never the star.
Right.
Well, I mean, you got 3 quality actors
Yeah.
to play a silly movie, and I think that that's what helps.
The fact that the friend is missing the whole time is like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the best part.
And also Todd Phillips is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Todd
Yeah.
Phillips knows all the stuff. Whatever. By the way, that was 2009.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
2009. That's pretty crazy.
Hangover. Final
Mike,
answer.
Mike Tyson stuff. Funny. It was good. That was good stuff.
Bradley Cooper movies. I'm trying to see his timeline of different stuff. So that was 2009. Let's see. Wedding Crashers was 2005, which he was just a bit part in there.
When was he in those movies with De Niro and Jennifer, whatever? her
Silver
face is?
Lining Playbook
Yeah.
and that stuff. That was
after.
Yeah,
Like
that was way
16?
after. Let me see. That was. Well, I'll just Google it because I was trying to look through the list.
Yeah, Hangover is really what kind of made him A-list.
2012. That was 7 years after that.
Wow. Well, my timeline's way off.
Yeah.
Carmen.
Yes.
We have 4 minutes of talk time left.
Yeah, so it's either we keep going here and we end it, or we got to take a break and then come back and end it. Basically, we're ending.
Well, here I can kind of run through this list of some of the different ones. So they say these are the greatest scenes, opening scenes for different movies, whatever. I don't think I've ever seen this one. A Touch of Evil, 1958. A ticking time bomb is placed in the trunk of a car. That's how that opens. All That Jazz with Roy Scheider. He's auditioning dancers for the new show. That's when he's playing Bob Fosse.
Yep.
Number 8, The Godfather. Don Corleone grants a favor during his daughter's wedding.
I mean, that was the easy answer to me. The beginning scene of The Godfather sets up exactly who the Godfather is, the family dynamic, the concierge thing. I mean, that is the greatest opening scene of a movie.
Inglourious Basterds coming in number 7. Number 6, There Will Be Blood. Daniel Day-Lewis' character discovers silver in his mine. That, by the way, I just watched that the other day. I drink your milkshake. So good. Goodfellas comes in at number 5. Number 4, Mo will be happy about this. Blade Runner, an establishing shot of the Tyrell Corporation building.
Right.
Number 3, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones tries to steal a fertility doll from the cave and then ends up running from the giant boulder that comes after him.
TM Pal texted me, goes, this better be on the list. And he said Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah. Number 2, 2001, Space Odyssey. Prehistoric apes discover a strange black monolith. And then the bone going up in the air and doing that stuff, And then number 1, I don't even know whether I've seen this or not. Number 1, 1968, Once Upon a Time in the West with Charles Bronson gets into a shootout with 3 gunmen in a deserted train station.
No clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
Number 1.
I do like Charles Bronson a lot, but I don't know.
No, it doesn't even ring a bell to me. Interesting.
So there you go. Those are those ones. But I think we came up with some other good ones as well.
Carmen, as much as I'd love to stay on the air for the rest of the hour, if we have to break, we have to break. We have to end the show.
Yeah, but we're coming back to end the show because
So might as well just break now. Just end it.
Or just end it?
Yeah, we got a goddamn cruise to go on.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. I'm excited.